Welcome to another episode of Work Friends Podcast. I am your host, as always, Tyler. Thank you for tuning in for another week. This week, I am joined by my old friend. I haven't seen him in 12, 13 years, something like that. Well, he's not old, but he's a friend from long ago. I'm joined today by the great and powerful Pryce. Cash Money Fortune. I can edit out your last name if you want me to, don't worry. And also your totally real middle name.
That's not legally my middle name, but I'll take it.
You told me it was legally your middle name.
When did I tell you that?
Years ago. It was a long time. Okay, all right. I guess was
I under the age of 20?
Yeah, probably.
It was all lies.
I knew it. I know that was not your real middle name. What's going on, man? It's been forever since I've seen you.
I've been good. I've been good. Yeah.
Yeah. What? I guess so. You're living. You said not too far from my house. Nobody knows. I'm not gonna dox you. Don't worry. But
like 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You can mostly take, I think it's 2 roads to get from here to my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna have to come over there and hang out sometime, whether you like it or not.
I'll let you in. I'll probably let you in.
Nice. Just invited myself over. Yeah, man, you showed up over here and you got this sick ass dream car of mine. Yeah, I'm gonna brag on your car for a minute. He's got a sweet car, people.
I slide you the $5 across the table. Thank you very much for the plug.
Thank you. But yeah, man. So this podcast really is just kind of all about what my friends do for a living and what my friends, family, acquaintances, people, and everybody, anyone who will talk to me, honestly. Just kind of what they do for a living and how they got there, because I'm really interested in like people's journeys. It did start out, I know that sounds kind of lame, but this did start out with me, like all my friends are mechanical engineers, aerospace engineers. I know that they were good at math. That's about all I know about engineers. So I was like, what does that do? So I got him to sit down and kind of explain that. Yeah.
I'm supposed to have been good at math.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No,
me
neither.
No.
I always thought you were. Okay.
No.
Huh. Well, then why did I cheat off you?
You didn't know me in college.
Oh,
in college is when it really took a nosedive on the math.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah. I feel like around 5th grade for me is when the nosedive in math happened.
So yeah. 2 plus 2 around that time.
No problem. Knock that out of the
park.
You
had a hard time believing it was 4.
It was really the division thing. Was 2 divided by 2? How is that 1?
Not even the long division, the short division.
Yeah, that's nonsense to me.
Oh, okay. But, all right. From the jump, we were in trouble.
From the jump, I was in trouble. No, 6th grade. I do actually, not joking, 6th grade math was tough. That was hard for me. Yeah, not bad. I mean, not good. It was CVG. You were there. You remember? Wait, you were in, right? Mr. Park, I think, was he 6th
Now
grade?
you're asking me to remember names?
Yeah.
I just remembered, wasn't it Center-Based Gifted?
It was, yeah.
I just remembered that.
I know. He came into my house, and I was like, yeah, I think I met you in Center-Based Gifted in middle school, right? And, CVG, and his eyes lit up. He was like, oh, I haven't heard that name in so long.
I wouldn't say lit up. I was stunned.
It was more...
I was floored.
Yeah, I did. I think I heard like helicopter noises going off in his head. And
it was no thoughts really, just like, oh my God, that was a thing.
That was a thing. But yeah. So the show though, it's really just kind of about people's journeys and their careers and what they're doing.
Okay.
So, I haven't talked to you in 12 years or so, and I'd like to really kind of figure out what you've been up to, man.
All right, so we'll pick up the exact day 12 years ago.
12
what
years
were we
ago.
doing? Graduating. So there I don't think, were you there?
I don't know. I don't recall.
There was a in-between college graduation. I mean, sorry, not college. High school graduation and college starting. We were, I believe, was it Jimmy? Do you remember Jimmy?
Oh.
James. I believe it was at his house. I know it was myself, Jimmy, Abraham.
I remember all these guys.
I want to say Brandon. I don't know if anybody else was there. I kind of vaguely remember. It was just that was the last time I remember seeing anyone from high school.
Interesting. So you said Jimmy.
That's a lie, by the way.
What you just said? Last time you remember seeing anyone from high school?
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, because I'm sure you still probably there's like 1 or 2. Do you hang out with anybody from high school or know anyone?
Harrison is the only one.
Okay. Oh, because he went to college with you, right?
We were roommates for all 4 years.
Hell yeah. Okay. So is he still kicking around? Is he still around here? I mean, obviously he's still kicking around, but he's still around where we live. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Right on. Wow, I haven't heard that's a name I haven't heard in a long time too.
We're gonna get a lot of that. We're gonna get a lot of that.
Definitely. But boy, let's see. Yeah, the last time I remember seeing you in person, I think, did you get a King's Dominion with like it was you and me or I think it was you. Me, Spencer.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah. Kenan.
Yes.
Was there?
Because I remember.
Was it just
Oh my
4
God.
of us? Yeah.
I remember I was sitting next to Kenan on the Dominator.
That had to have been very funny.
It was on the Dominator. When we were going up the hill on the Dominator, he started screaming, "No, no, no, no."
I've never seen a more no, 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 no.
The deep voice, "No, no, no."
Yeah.
And as we went down the hill, his phone flew out of his pocket.
Oh, I remember that.
And it hit somebody in the face. Yes.
He never got his phone back. Did he?
No, that thing was
didn't-
gone.
Yeah, it was in the net or whatever in the Dominator. That's so funny. Oh man, I think that was maybe the last time.
What a time to be the last time.
I think that might have been it. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. But well, anyway, we'll get into more of that. So yeah, I guess we'll start with you. So were you born around the Richmond area?
Yes, I was. Was it? I believe technically in Henrico.
Okay.
Was it St. Mary's?
Oh, nice.
Some
Okay.
hospital like that.
I think I had a guest, not the last person I interviewed, but the episode that came out this week. I think they were born at St. Mary's too.
Oh, well, see, there you
What a
go.
coincidence. Yeah.
So I've been around this area my whole life. I've never lived. I've been out of state, of course. Never lived out of state.
Okay.
So I've been around this area the whole time.
Nice. Honest. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I was the same way, and I moved to Kentucky a little bit. Like I don't know, 2023 or 2022, somewhere in there. Moved out there for a girl, and
Oh yeah, that always works out.
yeah,
there.
it didn't work out at all.
And you're still there. We are there
Yes,
now.
That's right.
in Kentucky.
Currently, yes, that clearly worked out because we're currently recording in Kentucky. No, it's we're back in Virginia. Hey.
I'm sorry if I make any jokes that I do. Let
no.
me know if I overstep.
No, you
Okay,
can't.
okay.
I can't be offended.
I'm an unserious person.
No, same here. I can't be offended. One of my like favorite things. All I do is drive around all day and listen to comedians' podcasts.
Okay,
and they say
okay.
just the worst possible shit you can possibly imagine.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I mean, I've heard it all. It's nothing. Thick skin, but yeah, I guess. Okay, so you were born in Richmond, and then you, I know I met you in like the center-based gifted program. Were you always kind of considered like a pretty smart kid, pretty bright guy?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
They lied to me from a young age.
Same.
So I started out at Fallen Creek Elementary, where my grandmother had worked there for many years before I went there.
Okay.
My mom worked there when I was there, and a lot of my family, like my sister and my cousins, had been there. So
Yeah.
that was just the school we went to.
Is your mom a teacher?
No, she's a office manager.
Okay, all right.
So she's always worked like teacher adjacent job.
Gotcha, okay.
But that's what she does.
Cool.
And then I think around like third grade is when they started lying to me. They're like, "You're a pretty smart kid.
Yeah.
You can skip the fourth grade because you know how to say."
You skipped fourth grade?
No, I could have.
Oh, okay.
What was it? They taught me the word pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis,
Holy-
which was like the longest word in the English language or something. I don't know. It's probably a lie.
That's a long one.
Yeah, and they were like, "You can spell that. You can skip fourth grade." And I was
feel
like,
like-
"But my friends."
Yeah. Did you just curse like my house? What was that?
Yeah,
Just do
no,
something-
you didn't see. There's assault and a ritual
I knew it.
outside your
How dare you.
driveway. Yeah, you're in trouble, buddy.
That was crazy. Okay.
So it started then. I started to believe the lies.
Did they tell you had like a photographic memory? That was when I got called. I was like,
No.
They told me I had a photographic memory, and I was like sick. And then I got to sixth grade, and I was like, what were they talking about?
I don't know if you can see how thick my glasses are.
Oh, yeah.
But I can barely see enough to remember anything.
Oh,
The
okay,
photos
all right.
would be the blurriest
Just
thing
be
you've ever
blurry.
seen.
That
So
would not be helpful.
that was one thing that
really
I
funny.
for sure never got.
Okay. Huh. All right. So third grade and then fifth grade, you took the test, and when did you take the test? If you remember,
There was a test.
I had to take a test.
It would have been, I guess,
Maybe-
fifth grade, and then because I went to Manchester, I was out of district for Manchester Middle.
Okay.
But that's where I got sent. So
Oh,
I
same here.
guess
Yeah.
So I guess I took the same test.
Oh, okay. That, or maybe they were like they weren't on the they were on the fence with me, so they were like test him.
Yeah.
They were like he's
For me, they were like, "Look at that kid.
yeah, he's smart. Send him in there.
We'll set him up for failure in the future.
That's exactly right.
We'll give him depression. Like we'll start it now,
Okay, so
and
it's
then
everyone.
it'll kick in when he realizes that he's not special.
Okay, all right, cool. We'll put him on a pedestal, and then when he realizes everyone's on the same pedestal,
When he gets to college and all these kids are smarter, that's when he'll kick in.
yeah, then you're like, oof.
He'll get sad for 4 years and pay us money.
Yeah, that'll happen. Got him again. But well,
Classic scam.
classic scam works every time. But okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna edit out all the ums and buttons and as.
Well, they're all on you.
I
I think
know.
I've been pretty good so
You
far.
have been. You've been great. I'm just thinking, trying to collect my thoughts now.
We're leaving this part in now.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, this is gonna stay. Will not cut. But okay, so I know that you with the center-based gifted program. By the way, I don't think we ever explained what that is. It was just a program for. I've been explained it was a program for children who thought outside of the box, and they were like not necessarily like smarter than everyone that they were in class with, but they were.
You had like lateral thinking skills.
Yeah, I guess that was what it was. Yeah, you thought outside the box. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what you. So, they take all these kids and they put them in one school, and that was their own thing.
Because we wouldn't be allowed to go. We weren't in that district, so normally we wouldn't go there. Like I should have went to Fallen Creek Middle,
right?
But because of this,
Providence Middle.
Yeah.
But because of that, we went to this one middle school, and there was kids from all over the county. And anyway, that's how I met Pryce. So
I actually okay.
I think right.
I could be lying here.
Okay.
But I think we met in like a group around the same time.
Okay.
Because I believe I remember for some reason meeting you, Keith, and do you remember Robert?
Of course I remember Robert. Yeah, I went to elementary school with Robert.
Okay.
So I was going to ask if you remembered him because
I do.
I actually remember meeting you through him. He was like your friend first.
Okay, yeah.
And then he was my buddy from elementary school.
And it was like, oh my God, we know the same guy.
Yeah, it's exactly what it was. I was like, yo, are you friends with Robert? And I was like, sick. So, and then I think we went into like 7th grade, and I remember sitting in science class with you, and I remember, I remember the day I got Xbox Live, and I was like, yeah, this is my
Killer Taco. How could you ever forget?
It was X Kill with Taco X or something like that.
How could you ever?
Yeah,
forget?
now I'm wet bread for the record for anyone who wants to.
Now you're wet bread.
Wet.
What are you on Xbox Live though?
I think I'm wet bread, like wet bread 001 or something.
I thought you were saying like in real life, but also on Xbox Live.
I mean, in real life, I am considered pretty wet bread, I guess. Wet bread, the worst kind.
It's like Wonder.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're I'm the Price is Right.
That's okay. All right. So, do you still game and stuff like that? Or
I do.
Is it okay? Nice.
That's a tangent we could go on forever.
Yeah, why not? What are you mostly gaming on these days?
I'm PC.
Okay, cool.
I still actually talk to Harrison mostly on Discord.
Nice.
Like we were talking last night.
Nice. That's awesome.
He's playing the first Hades. I'm playing Hades 2.
I was playing that. It's like a
roguelike. Yeah.
Roguelike. Yeah. I was playing that on Xbox. I think Xbox Live the other day. It was free on Game Pass.
Yeah. So there we go. Yeah. So I'm still. It's probably. I try to get it at least like an hour a day, just as to do something that's not work and stuff around the house.
It's a hobby, and you can take your mind off things. Okay, cool. Good to know you're still gaming.
I'm not a gamer. Like I'm not playing Madden and FIFA and Call of Duty.
Okay, not like competitive games.
I'm old now. I mean, I do play fighting games.
Oh, do you really?
So I still do. I play like Street Fighter. And,
hell yeah.
2XKO just came out.
Mortal Kombat. And...
Yeah.
Okay.
So I do stuff like that, but other than that, I don't have the flick reaction times for Call of Duty.
I'm with you 100%.
I played Rainbow Six Siege for a while.
Okay. Yeah.
I was garbage.
Really? See, that's how I am with I tried to play Valorant for a little bit. I was dog shit at it. So bad. Call of Duty, I'm useless at. Yeah, any competitive game I'm terrible at. But like single player games, that's what the PlayStation and the Xbox, all single player.
Fair enough. Yeah,
So.
it's there's no child to yell at me when I do something wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
And then fighting games are 1v1. So
yeah, it's just you versus.
Yeah, when I'm bad, I'm bad.
It's on you.
There's no one going. The whole team lost because of you.
Yeah,
and I'm like, you know what?
True.
You're probably right.
But... I've had that a lot. I've had that whole team lost because of you. I was like, guys, I rushed them ahead. I don't know.
And I found
Valorant's hard.
Yeah, I've actually become way. I mean, I probably quit those in college. Like, I think the last competitive game I would have played was Overwatch, the first one.
Oh yeah. The first Overwatch.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I realized I think I was like platinum in Overwatch, and I was like, this is making me a really toxic person.
Yeah.
Because I'm yelling at my computer.
Is that right? Okay, so I've heard that a lot. I don't know, not to spill his beans, but I'll bleep this out. Keith.
We're leaving that in.
Yeah, okay, we're leaving that in. Never mind. Keith actually, he quit gaming for a while because similar. It was he got real toxic and was yelling at his computer and he tried to relax. There was this thing to relax and it ended up just pissing him off more than anything. So he had to take a break. Now he's back. He's gaming again. Don't worry.
Okay.
He's been rehabbed. So
yeah, it's one of those things that's you're supposed to be having fun.
Yeah.
And here I am just upset.
Yeah, throwing my controller and
it was fun to like I said, I'm an unserious individual. So it's kind of fun to go back and forth with random strangers on the internet and just say the worst things you can think of to each other.
I've had to delete my Facebook app and my Instagram. I sound old as shit. My Facebook and Instagram apps
I don't
off
have
my phone just because I can't have it anymore because I'll say the dumbest shit, and then I'll be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that."
Yep.
Yeah.
So just sticking to single player, like I'll talk on Discord to friends, and we'll all just usually be playing, like if it's a co-op game together, or if it's just single player games individually.
You just like
we just talk to each other
and just like hop on the headset and talk to each other. Or,
Yep.
Nice. That's me and Keith and CJ actually do that pretty often too.
We have to exchange Discords.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my gosh.
I'm down for that. I'll do that. Yeah, but okay, cool. Well, that's good to hear that you're still gaming and finding a way to relax somehow.
Well, of course.
Yeah. But okay, so Center-Based Gifted, I think we kind of got that out of the way. That's most of what we had going on there.
Mm-hmm. That was 6th, 7th, and 8th.
6th, 7th, and 8th grade, yeah. And then we got into high school, and we actually ended up both going to the same specialty program. So Chesterfield County, I've explained it before on here, but Chesterfield County, each high school, there was, I think, like 8 or 9 of them, maybe. Something like that. There was a bunch of different high schools, and each high school had like a different specialty. Like one was communications, one was IT, one was
like Spanish immersion.
Yeah,
I believe.
It
which
was
Meadowbrook, I believe, was that.
Was an interesting. That's Meadowbrook. It was
Yeah.
And then there was a couple others, but I can't remember them all. But anyway, the one that we went to was like IT information, IT.
It was very broad. It
IT
was
specialty. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, and
Okay.
I mean, information technology is such a vague category.
Yeah.
So yeah, we did. That meant anything with computers.
Anything with computers, and that's pretty much like I think I remember taking like a PowerPoint class, like an intro to Office class, and
I'm nodding like this is a visual element. Yeah, I should be affirming it vocally.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm too poor at the moment to afford a video camera, but once this takes off, I'll get one.
So what that camera over there is just doing nothing?
Yeah.
I gesture vaguely to somewhere else in your living room.
Looking at, I keep looking at the camera like it's the Office every time my guest.
You got to stare directly into it.
Yeah, exactly.
Let the Truman Show watchers know.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. it was I think so we took a, not to get too far ahead, I know, because there was a class that taught us SQL that was like not sponsored by Oracle but was an Oracle based class.
Okay.
I forget her name. She's the short lady.
Start with a D. Duramsey?
No, Duramsey was Cisco.
Okay.
She did networking.
Start with a D.
Because Bradshaw was the overall like teacher.
Anderson? Was it Anderson?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She did Oracle.
Okay.
Duramsey
I saw her
did
on LinkedIn the other day. Anderson. She's like
really
doing something you wouldn't expect now. It's like she's like a councilwoman or something.
Really?
Yeah. I think we'll look that up after this. Don't.
Yeah, that's okay. I wouldn't have seen that coming.
Yeah.
Because she was not a very assertive individual.
No,
we had people in that class treat her very poorly.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, not saying that I was one of them. I didn't treat her poorly. I just
these are things from the depths of my memory that we're dredging up here. But I remember. Do you remember? I think his name was Max.
Yeah, I remember Max.
He was a shorter kid. He had sort of like a buzz cut hair. Yeah, I believe him and some other kid like locked her out of the room once.
Oh my god!
And just wouldn't let her back in.
You know what? Yeah, I remember that.
And then the rest of us had to be like, all right, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah, got to
so I maybe we flipped the switch and maybe she's like,
she's fucked this.
She was like, I need to stand up for myself.
Yeah.
And make things happen.
Maybe that was she got locked out of her classroom. That was like what the turning point.
It could have been.
Fuck that, I'm going to politics.
I hope for the best for her.
Oh yeah, definitely. But I interrupt you. What were you saying about her? We were talking about her.
She did Oracle.
Okay.
Which taught us database stuff.
All right.
Which, funnily enough, that's kind of what Harrison does now. Not what I do.
Not okay. He does like database management type.
Something like that.
Okay.
I kind of only vaguely know what he does.
The other thing about this is I'm so dumb. So I'm gonna have so many questions. I'm so stupid.
No, yeah. So it's I believe that's what her class was.
Okay.
And then, yeah, Duramsey was Cisco and networking. That was the one I gravitated to more so. But I don't do that now.
Okay.
Because of course I don't. But that was the one where I was like, oh, this is cool. Because did you go on the field trip to Cisco up in Reston?
Yes. Yeah. Up in Reston, Northern Virginia.
So that kind of, while I don't do that now, that kind of got me into it. Seeing people show up to work at like 11 in the morning with like a coffee.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
And probably wearing like a t-shirt and
I think, it was at most a button-up shirt and like slacks. Yeah. And I was like, I could do this.
That's what I want to do. Yeah.
I could do this for my job.
That field trip was like 9th grade, right? 9th or 10th grade? Yeah, I guess it was 9th grade because it was very early on.
It was early on to get us like, this is what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, you're right. It was to get us hyped up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
cool. So that's what kind of cemented you in the, I don't want to say IT, but like.
Yeah, that got me on track.
Okay. Interested in what you're doing now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Cool. And then, so that program was like 4 years. I know you did way better in the IT department classes than I did.
I believe I graduated 7th in our class.
Yeah, man.
Or was it 9th? 7th?
You were up there. I know that much.
I was top 10.
I remember my parents specifically were like, damn, Pryce is so smart. Because you were like, 7th.
I had everybody fooled.
Yeah, you did. Well, little did they know, like, it was you, and then it was like, I don't know, 10 of our other friends that were all in the IT program. It was like all of you guys were right there.
It was all a bunch of nerds, and then it was me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And it was like, whoa, how did that guy sneak in?
And then there was me who was, 392nd or something. However big our class
you placed. You
yeah,
finished.
Exactly. That's right. You know what?
That's what matters.
It's exactly right. My dad always said, you know what they call the guy who finished last in his doctorate class?
A doctor.
They still call him a doctor. That's exactly right.
And you know what?
And I'm not a doctor, but I graduated high school.
And to this day, we live 15 minutes from one another.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Look at that.
So look at that. But anyway, so you are very smart. That was where we're going.
Lies.
Lies.
I'm good at like one thing.
What's that? IT?
What I do.
Oh, okay. Well, that counts because that's what all you were doing in high school, really, right? Is IT stuff pretty much?
Yeah, we'll get to it.
Okay. So I deviated kind of from the IT classes because I sucked at it. I was real bad, but I still want.
Did you do?
I don't know what I was doing.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you go into pharmaceuticals?
So
because I believe you went to Longwood.
I did go to Longwood. So I wanted to get into pharmaceuticals at one point.
Okay.
And I got.
I remember
biology.
some things. I'm not a total piece of crap.
Man. I got a biology degree, and then I had a pre-medical concentration, and then I was like,
you sound like the smart one.
See, you would think that I want to go work in a pharmacy, and then I worked in a pharmacy just as like a tech, and the pharmacist was like, he took me. I was like, I want to be a pharmacist one day, and he took me aside, and he was like, he like grabbed me by the shoulders, like, don't give yourself, don't do it. And I was like, okay, jeez. And I'd already finished school at this point with the intention of like working in a pharmacy, applying to pharmacy school, and then going to that the next year. That was kind of my plan.
So kind of late for a total shift.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
I'd already gotten the undergrad and a little late for the shift. And I was like, well, I don't know what to do now.
Okay.
So I had a friend at the time who was doing like industrial sales. Like he was selling like fasteners and like tools, like power tools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so he got me a job at this place called Fastenal, and I was like a salesperson, and that was I did that for a little bit, and that got me into sales. And then I was like, I still wanted to use my biology degree, pre-medical, situation. And I was like, I could do sales, but I could do it to doctors. And so then I applied to be a medical device rep or whatever.
Okay.
So I did that for a couple years, and so now currently I sell like physical therapy supplies, so like gym equipment and stuff to hospitals and physical therapy clinics. But for like 4 years, I sold called medical surgical, so it was like, I don't know, doctor supplies like gloves, masks.
I've been to a doctor.
Yeah, you've been to a doctor once.
I kind of see what they have in their offices.
Yeah. When I was with my first like medical job, I sold some like vaccines and stuff. That was kind of cool, but that was like the closest I've ever been to being in pharmaceuticals. Okay. So now my sister, you remember Katie?
I do remember your.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've met her once.
I remember you have a sister.
I do have a sister. Yes.
I do not remember what she looks like.
Okay. Well, she looks like this. Looks like me.
Lady.
Get rid of the beard. Long hair. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
See. Okay. So before today, you lived in.
And she's in way better shape. Sorry. Yeah. I'm. She actually like eats good and I think works out. I don't do anything.
Hey, you look great.
Thanks, man.
But the save state you lived in my brain before today, the snapshot. I remember your parents.
Okay.
I remember your sister, and I remember you had 2 dogs.
All right. Yeah.
Because I remember the house.
Okay.
And I believe, did you have a drum set in your garage at that house?
Yes, I did. Yes.
That is the vague save state I had where you remembered it.
That's pretty good. That's like my childhood home. You got it. You remember my childhood pretty good.
My brain remembers weird things.
Like how things were in the moment.
Yeah, so not like photographic, but it does just that snapshot is like, okay, Tyler, this is the picture we associate with him.
You were you were spot on. You had it. So you sure you don't have a photographic memory?
100% no.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a picture. But there's Roscoe over there. You met him, I think. The one on the left.
Yes.
The one on the right is Louis. So Roscoe, he passed away a couple years ago, but
I'm sorry.
He's the one you. Oh, it's okay. He's the one you met, I think, the one time.
I think you had because did you have another one that was like a
real short and fat?
Yes.
Yeah, Skiffy.
Okay.
So my band, Fat Skiffy, is named after him.
Okay.
Yeah. But and then Louis is the one on the right over there. But
that's New Dog.
Yeah, it's a new dog. Yeah.
Is that Husky?
Yeah, he's a Husky Australian Shepherd mix. He's a good guy.
That has to be such a fun dog.
He's pretty cool.
That you have to be like, please just sit down for 2 seconds.
Sometimes I am like that. Sometimes, but for the most part, he's really chill. He's a lot like me, so he loves watching TV.
Okay.
And chilling and hanging out. But he also does like he needs 2 walks a day, otherwise he'll go nuts. So, but
kids can be little drama queens sometimes. I hear.
Do you have any pets?
No. My dog passed how long ago? Man. I had to put him down. He was a golden, so he got the hip dysplasia thing.
Yeah.
So he couldn't walk. So I had to put him down.
That's how Roscoe
years ago.
Roscoe was the same way.
It's, I guess, we call it purebred.
Yeah.
We are just inbreeding dogs and pretending that's okay.
I think you're right. Yeah. I think you're right about that.
So they just get health problems. But I think he was like 15, 16.
Okay, he had a good long,
yeah,
good
no
long
complaints
life.
there.
Yeah.
Then after that, I still don't have a dog. In my current house, I do have a fence. The fence sucks.
Oh yeah.
I need to get it replaced. Once I get it replaced,
then you're looking at getting dogs. Nice. Yeah. Cool, man. Okay, well, anyway, enough about
random tangents.
Enough about my childhood dogs. Man, where were we? So we're talking about
graduation,
IT, and the IT department. So in high school, I know you took some like pretty tough classes. Like, what were all the classes that got you like certified before we even left high school? Do you remember? Certified in different.
Oh man,
things. There were all kinds of things that I didn't qualify for.
So you're not.
I think you did.
I took the Cisco one.
Okay.
I don't think I took the easy one.
Okay.
I forget what it was like. It was like networking essentials.
Okay. And can you, by chance, explain Cisco? Well, like what Cisco is to people?
I don't do that now, but I kind of can.
Okay, if you don't mind, because all I can say is networking in my head. Like I see it, but I can't get it out of my head. You know what I mean?
So in that class, it was a lot of networking via like router stuff. So it's basically connectivity to other devices in the internet.
It's basically making sure like an office building has Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we talked about different kinds of networks you would set up in a home versus an office. We had to give a business presentation, if you remember.
Yeah, I do remember.
On how you would pitch a certain setup to.
God.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was scary. I'm glad you guys, I think, were on my team. Maybe. I don't remember.
I feel like I'm good at saying things that aren't smart, but in a way that makes people feel like I've said something intelligent.
That's what this podcast is all about.
I have a certain level of
sales, buddy.
I have confident eloquence, and people that guy knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I am absolutely winging it.
That's okay.
But yeah, so it's basically network connectivity. We did like IP addresses and different types of like. What is it, like TCP? Don't ask me what these stand for. TCP and UDP connections and
setting up MAC addresses.
MAC addresses, yeah, things like that.
It's coming back to me a little bit. I don't know how to do any of that, but it's coming back. I remember the terms.
So yeah, so that got me into the networking, like, because what I do is on the internet now.
Okay.
So once again, set me on the path. Not at all what I do though.
Okay. I guess we should probably say what you do now, and then we can kind of work our way up to what you how you got there.
So, I'm kind of like you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the old one. I haven't seen the new one.
I'm sorry?
The old Game of Thrones, like the original? I haven't seen the new one with the
House of Dragons. I haven't either. It's fine.
Okay.
You know who, I forget her name, Khaleesi, Daenerys Targaryen.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of feel like her, where my job technically has a bunch of titles. I'm a front-end developer, which kind of sounds like car adjacent in a way.
Sound a little bit.
But also a web developer,
Okay.
which is the same kind of thing because I work on websites.
Okay.
But I'm also an Angular developer, but that's just specifically the platform we use for the websites.
Sounds like triangles.
But I also I work on mobile apps, so I'm a mobile app developer.
That's so cool. All right.
So it's like a bunch of different things, but front end developer basically encompasses all of that because I do the things that the customers interface with.
Okay. Everything that, like, if you open an app, it's everything that we're touching. It's all the, like, effects that we're seeing.
I'm responsible for the styling, the animations. Everything you would complain about is my fault.
Okay, I see. All right. So you're the guy that everything comes back to.
Yeah, so while your back-end developer would be responsible for getting information from databases and returning it and, like, making actual, like, the button you click would make a call. The back-end developer is responsible for that. I'm in charge of just telling them you press the button.
I see what you're saying. Like you're in charge of, or the back-end developer rather is in charge of making sure that when they hit that button, the call goes through.
Yes.
Or whatever they're trying. Whatever that button's supposed to do happens.
Yeah, your request would hit the server and come back is on them.
Okay.
But the button you hit is all me.
I see. So if you hit a button on like a website and I don't know, just some effect happens, like a flash or something happens, and then you go to a different screen.
When Amazon gives you that dopamine for making another purchase.
Exactly. It goes ding. That's
I'm part of those.
Okay. Understood.
What would you call it? The dark patterns that get you to click more buttons.
You're the Matrix in the background.
Yes, I'm the bad guy.
Right on. Okay. Well, that's cool. So, what we're gonna figure out how you got to that point, because I feel like that's a pretty tough industry to get into for sure.
Wait till you find out how.
Oh boy, like how tough or how you got into it.
How I got into it.
Oh boy. Earlier, if you tell me you're not gonna have to kill me or anything like that, right? Because
No. Weirdly enough, graduating college, I went to a career fair.
Okay.
And there were multiple 3-letter organizations there.
Oh, okay.
Who were like, "Hey, you guys can come work for us."
No.
And I was like,
rain check.
not sure about that.
Yeah. We'll come back to it.
They were like, "We'll get you some clearance and you can work with us."
Clearance. I'll take
And
that.
I was like, "And how many letters again?" And they said 3. And I was like, "Well, only a couple have 3 letters."
Only a couple.
And I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, they're scary ones.
Yeah.
I don't blame you for that.
I sold my soul to a different corporation for a while.
was
for the
gonna ask,
first 2.5 years.
I hear you. Okay. Well, I guess so. High school, pretty much, it was IT specialty program. 4 years. All your classes pretty much was like Oracle, Cisco. You mentioned one SQL, which I didn't know what that was.
Well, that's Oracle. It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
SQL is just the language you would use to edit and modify databases and stuff.
Oh, okay, all right.
If I'm wrong about any of this,
Harrison's gonna kick your butt.
he should try.
Oh, he's bring it on. That. So, you did the IT thing, Oracle, Cisco, all that good stuff.
Took AP classes
Yeah.
and things that I thought would matter.
Right. I was going to ask. So you got certifications in certain things. Did any
Oh,
of that
that's what
help
we were
you?
talking about.
Yeah, we were. So you got certifications in certain, like Oracle and Cisco. And was there?
They look great on a resume.
Okay, so they did help you. Is kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. So I took the easier Cisco one. Ramsey wanted me to take the harder version, and I went, I'm not smart.
Which was it was like 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4, right? Or
no, that was this was the version of the test.
Okay, right.
This was networking essentials was the baby version.
Right.
She wanted me to
Okay.
take Cisco Engineer 1 or something
Jesus.
like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think I'm good enough.
she believed in you.
Because I took the practice test and I failed the practice test multiple times, but by 2 points.
Okay.
And she was like, I believe in you to do it. And I went, clearly I can.
Yeah, right.
I was like, I'm still failing it.
Yeah. Maybe she was hoping for a curve or something that would just push you right over the.
Well, she was also the reason she wanted me to join the FBLA, the Future Business Leaders of America, if you remember that.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there was a competition that they had that I was supposed to go to.
Yes.
And I didn't because I didn't want to.
You were in the program.
I joined it.
I remember. It's all coming back to me.
I didn't want to. I did.
Yeah, you did.
And then she was like, "Oh, well, they're going to this state championship. You go and represent the school with the team." And I went, "I don't want to do that." People realize about me when I say I don't want to do something. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, you could talk me into it." It's not happening.
Thank you, by the way, for coming on this podcast. I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
But see, I wanted to do this.
Oh, hell yeah.
So that's why I'm here.
Nice.
If I didn't want to, I would have ghosted you.
You would have said, "I don't want to." You would have.
I would have gotten a new phone.
Fuck.
But no, and then so they went, and then they didn't even get to compete.
Whoa, what do you mean? Well, they didn't even compete?
The team that I was on didn't get to compete because something happened.
They didn't qualify or
No. The competition they were supposed to be in just didn't happen.
That's so
something happened
sucks.
and they maybe didn't have enough teams, something like that. Anyway, they didn't get to compete. So then they got back, and I said to her, I went, "Good thing I didn't go. I would have wasted my time."
Okay.
And she was not happy with that.
That seems like a fine thing to say.
I would have wasted my time. They didn't compete anyway.
Yeah, you would have.
So I stuck to the easy version.
Okay.
Passed the easy version.
Nice.
And then I believe I also took I think it was I3 certification.
Okay.
Which was the 3 I's stood for something. It was internet.
Oh, it's literally got 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Well, it was I and then a exponent 3.
Okay.
Like E3, but with but then it was internet something and something. And I took that one. That one was another easy one.
Okay.
I also got a Microsoft Technical Associate certification, which just means I can use Microsoft Word and
Right on.
Excel. I can use the
Honestly, I think
Microsoft suite.
I might have that.
Everybody's got that.
I might have that one.
Yeah. So those, again, didn't use them.
Sure.
But they looked great on a resume.
They do look good on a resume. I was going to say, that's the one cool thing. I do hype up Chesterfield County, little bit, give them a little respect because that's a cool program that they do.
They do. It's a good opportunity to take advantage of.
Exactly, because going into high school, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do like for a living. I didn't know leaving high school what I wanted to do for a living.
It's crazy to ask 14 through 18-year-olds what you want to do for the rest of your life.
Yes, and then be stuck in that path forever. But the program in Chesterfield where you can pretty much apply to different specialty like high schools, it kind of lets you test out like, you know, maybe you want to get an IT, maybe you want to get communications. Those are the only two that I can remember. But
Spanish immersion.
Yeah, Spanish immersion. I remember that one too, but I didn't want to copy it.
Maybe you want to speak Spanish for the rest of your life.
I see.
I don't know how that makes you money, but it does.
See. But yeah, it's just a cool program. It just, you know, lets kids kind of try things out before they like hard commit to a college or like a certain trade school or whatever. It's just a cool program.
Yeah,
so,
it's definitely better than just
and it looks
giving a college $50,000 a year.
Yeah,
it's figuring it out from there.
Exactly, blindly and just kind of hoping for the best. And it also, like you said, it gave you a couple certifications, look good on resumes.
Yep.
So I mean, I don't know what those certifications will get you like without going to college, but I'm sure there could be something that you could get entry level.
Yeah, they could probably get you most entry level office jobs.
Yeah. So and there you go. It's helpful right out of high school. So.
Yeah.
Cool program. But anyway, so after high school, you smart ass.
I
guy,
applied to college.
Yes, you did.
Because that was the fun thing to do.
That's what you do next. Everybody knows.
And I did the worst thing ever.
What's that?
The worst thing ever. How many colleges did you apply to?
Well, I went to John Tyler first, and then I went to Longwood.
But did you apply to multiple?
I think so. I think I only applied to Longwood.
Then we're in the same boat. I applied to one as well.
Okay, awesome. I was so hesitant to say that because it's a little, I don't know, it's a little embarrassing to say. I don't know.
I applied to, well, technically, I applied to Washington and Lee, which is out in the middle of nowhere. I believe it's is it in Roanoke? Or somewhere out there?
No, where is that?
It's in the country somewhere.
Washington and Lee. I don't know. Yeah.
And then William and Mary.
Okay, William and Mary.
After I sent in Williamsburg. Yes.
Okay. Beautiful.
Scenic Williamsburg.
Yes. Beautiful town.
Lively place.
I really like it.
No, yeah, I'm just kidding.
No, okay. Oh, you were being serious.
I went there so I can trash talk.
I see. Okay. I actually didn't. I'm so dumb. I didn't pick up on your sarcasm until right now.
It's all been sarcasm.
The whole time.
But so I
your
applied.
Your name's not really cash or cash money, whatever I said, is it?
No, but that bridge I have to sell you is real.
Oh, okay, cool.
It is. So Washington and Lee got back with me and were like, hey, we need this other form for your application. And I went, that's a lot of work. So I only applied to William and Mary legitimately.
Yeah.
And I got it.
All right. Hell yeah.
So my options for college were that one. But
yeah.
There was no sweating decision process. There was no waiting for letters in the mail. It's the one.
That's phenomenal. It was meant to be.
I guess.
I mean, hey.
I got some award from them in high school.
Did you really?
I still have it.
Nice. Okay.
It's like a little medal. I forget what it was for.
Is it just on your desk right now?
No, it's in my dresser.
Oh, okay. Cool guy. Price fortune.
It's in my dresser next to the brick I took from the school when I graduated.
Nice. You took a brick from
outside my dorm.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
There were loose bricks, and I was like, I'm gonna get me something. So I took a brick.
I'm gonna get me something for my $50,000 a year.
I took a brick.
Give me that brick. Oh, that's awesome. So, what was it about William and Mary that made you choose there? I guess other than being the only one you applied for, like, why did you apply to that one? Was it?
I told you they gave me an award.
They gave you an award. Okay,
that was how I picked them.
Was that really?
Yes.
And you don't remember what the award was for necessarily?
Nope.
Okay.
I could text you back when I get home and I look at it.
Yeah. Just
you could update a pin to the end.
Picture. Maybe that'll be the thumbnail for this
we
episode.
Could do it. But yeah, there was no, like I said, I'm not smart. They told me I was. I'm not. There was no thought process, no decision.
I don't believe you.
They gave me an award, and I was like, well, if they're giving me an award, they'll probably let me go there.
You're not wrong. It's logical thinking. I mean, I can't say that was not smart. It makes sense to me.
Well, I probably should have. What's the phrase? Shouldn't have put all my eggs in one basket.
Oh yeah,
that was probably a poor decision.
I suppose so. I mean, you did technically apply to Washington and Lee, but.
Well, I didn't complete the form.
The thought process was there, though.
It was. The intention was
real.
The
thought was there.
Yeah.
But okay, so you got into your one and only school of choice, which hell yeah, right on, good for you.
Dope.
Did you go in knowing like what your major was going to be? Did you go in knowing what you wanted to do after school? You knew what you wanted to be right from the get go.
Yeah. So I went in knowing I was going for computer science.
Okay.
Which is, again, just as vague as IT.
Yeah.
It's just a vague umbrella of I'm doing something with computers.
Okay. So I did take I took an AP computer science course in high school. That was, I think, that actually was the one that made me give up on IT.
Really?
Yeah, 100%. I had Mr. Carter was my teacher, and
I remember Mr. Carter.
he hated me. He couldn't stand me. I couldn't help myself from falling asleep. Poor guy. I don't blame him. I would have hated me too. I could not stop myself from falling asleep in his class, and he thought my eyes were as red as that little thing right there. He thought I was the biggest stoner in the whole. He called me Shaggy.
He thought you were baked like ZD.
He thought I was baked like ZD. He thought I was high every single time. And I was like, bro, I've never even seen weed. I don't know.
I'm just sleepy. Please.
I'm so sleepy. That's all it is. For real, that was all it was. Because, I mean, Matoka was...
I mean, I fell asleep in Ramsey's class a bunch, too.
Yeah.
And I thought I was interested in that.
You grew up in, like, Midlothian, too, right?
No, it's always been Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
Like the border of technically Richmond, Chesterfield.
Like, closest to what high school? Oh, I'll cut all this out.
It was closer to Meadowbrook. Meadowbrook was the closest one to me.
Okay. All right. I forgot where
I mean, I don't live there anymore.
Yeah, I know, but I forgot
you can dox where I used to
live.
live.
I forgot where I was going with that question, but something to do with whatever. I don't know. Mr. Carter thought I was high. I wasn't.
Hey.
Yeah. But anyway, that was the one class that like made me quit IT kind of. So
yeah.
I interrupted you though. Your major was computer science?
Yeah, I mean, we definitely had I'm sure you did with biology. Did you take organic chemistry for biology? So like, I don't know if people where you went referred to that as the sink or swim course of like, if you don't make it past here or like if you have trouble with this, then you're done.
With like college or?
Like with this major.
Okay. I mean, that was probably organic chemistry, yeah.
Yeah, because we're at William and Mary, organic chemistry basically murdered all of the pre-med dreams.
Okay.
That was that class for us.
Gotcha.
So for computer science, we had a similar class, but that was called software development.
Software development.
Which is very much like what you described of this class. Yeah. If you do not like it, it will kill your interest in your major. You better switch.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. And so you took the software development class. Was that freshman year?
That was my sophomore year.
That was sophomore year. Yeah. And how'd you do? How'd that go?
I'll paint you a picture. I'll paint you a very wonderful picture of how that went.
Did it go anything like organic chemistry? Because not well.
So Well, okay. So to start off freshman year, it was a Python programming class. It was like the very first intro computer science class. Okay. Python is a language that you code in.
And this is a coding language. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
It was very simple. The teacher was also like, she was great. So that was like, okay, I can code. So this was away from networking. Now I'm writing code.
Okay.
That like executes actions for like various programs and stuff.
Away from networking being like connecting,
Yeah, that
Wi-Fi
was like I was like, no, this is dog water. I don't want to do networking. I want to be a code monkey the rest of my life.
Okay, cool. Coding.
Yeah,
cool.
So that was the start, and I was like, okay, I mess with this. I can do it.
Yeah.
But on the side, I was also taking I decided to take physics my freshman year. Oof. I did terrible. That was a 9 a.m. physics course.
Oh, my God. That's
if
rough.
it wasn't for the lab, I failed that class. The lab got me up to a C.
Same. The lab got me up to physics. I actually got a B, I think, the first year, and a B plus the second year.
Oh, my God.
Because of the lab, yeah.
The lab showed up. That was the first C I ever got in school in my life.
No kidding.
It was my freshman year of college.
Wow.
That's what I'm telling you. That's why I buried the lead earlier. That's when I planted the seed earlier. That's when the depression started to kick in.
I see.
When I went, I'm dumb.
Oh, no. Obviously not really.
Well,
you were going to, I mean, William and Mary is not easy. Hold on one second. Let's back up a little bit.
People like to call it the public Ivy.
Let's back up a little bit. Let's talk about William and Mary. So for those that don't know, William and Mary it's in Williamsburg, a little, historic town. I like it. It's pretty. It kind of looks like, it looks a little like castle-y, almost like, I don't know. You went there. You described.
I could see what you. I mean, it's colonial.
Yeah, it's colonial.
It's like Jamestown, but different.
Yes, Jamestown, but a school a little more modern. I feel like.
Yeah, it's also like it's not like a city school or a busy school. It is very much a school in a just small town.
Yeah, very quiet, kind of.
Like you're driving to go to.
It feels
like parties.
Yes, it feels fancy. I will say that. It kind of is a school you walk around. I feel kind of fancy.
Yeah, you definitely feel like you're among. A public Ivy. It feels like you're among people who are better than you.
Yeah.
Even though they're not. That's how it feels.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, you're not wrong there.
There were people who came from, because it also has a business school.
Yes.
And a law school. Yes. So
it's a tough school to get into.
Yeah. No, it's not easy.
Yeah.
And when you run into those people, you're like, Oh, it's the rich kids. So
shit.
yeah, you do get that element of
again.
like, yeah, these are the people whose parents have money.
You get a little bit of that, but I had that at Longwood too. With we had Hampton Sydney, which was like a private school.
Oh yeah.
Private all guys school right down the road from our mostly lady school. I hated them.
So they'd wander in with their salmon shorts and their
Not only that,
and their
worse.
Lacoste shirts,
It was
and you'd
worse.
be like, oh, these guys.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was worse though. All the ladies from Longwood would go over there on the weekends, so all the guys at Longwood would just be fucking around, sitting with our thumbs in our butts. No thumbs ever went in any butts.
Y'all scared all the hoes away.
We did scare all the hoes away. It was Longwood was mad scary for the hoes. But they much preferred the rich kid school down the road.
Okay.
But anyway, all that little tangent to say that William and Mary is it's a pretty school. It's a little historic school. It's old. I think it was built in like the 16.
It was like
right?
it's
late
the
16.
oldest college that's not UVA.
Okay, it's older than America itself. I know that much.
Yeah, UVA I think was the first chartered college.
Okay.
But William and Mary, Thomas Jefferson made that before he made UVA. So
Thomas Jefferson founded William and Mary.
yeah, man.
What? I didn't know. That's cool.
There's a statue of him that people are like, I don't know. People are like, well, because we had like a bunch of presidents went to William and Mary.
Did they really?
Yeah, we have there's like a little garden with like the bust like head statues
Nice,
of
okay.
like John Adams and stuff.
Who knew? I didn't.
So it's like a legacy place of
Yeah.
like it's an institution that's been here forever.
Definitely. I feel like people have certainly heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like when you're there, all the tour groups are like, and this is our statue
Yeah.
of Thomas Jefferson. He
Yeah,
made
yeah.
the school, and
He made the
everyone's like
school.
taking pictures, and I'm like, I see this every day.
Yeah, you're used to it. It's old hat. I walk by it every day.
I'm like, yeah, he doesn't pay my tuition. He's been he's dead. Why
If
do I care?
anything, you're paying his bills, you know? I guess his family, whatever.
I don't even know if they're associated anymore.
Yeah, who knows?
But yeah, so it's old, it's storied. It's
Yeah.
weirdly not the place you think you would go to for computer science because it's so old.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought that. But are they known for like is that one of their lesser known like things?
It's because it's a liberal arts school, so you can just
okay.
get kind of anything there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But yeah, it's mostly known that business and law school are why you would go there.
Okay, cool.
Outside of, it sounds fancy when you tell people that's where I went.
Yeah, yes. I mean, it looks good on a resume for
Yes.
sure.
A lot of what I did is because it looks good on a resume.
Yeah, and you did pretty well. So we're going to William and Mary. You're taking the sophomore.
Oh yeah, so Python was freshman year.
Okay.
And then we get into, as the courses go, it's mostly for the major, it's programming and math.
Oh fuck, that sounds awful.
It was terrible. So like my first,
No offense.
no, yeah,
Terrible for me.
It was garbage. My first 2 years, I did like calculus and then calculus 2, and then I took, I think it was like matrix math.
Like Matrix the movie math.
I wish.
Okay.
It's like multiplying matrices together, which are
okay.
just grids and like arrays of numbers.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Makes me sick to my stomach.
Yeah, no, I didn't do great in those
Terrifying.
classes. I did well enough. I was B's and C's in those.
Okay.
But then our main programming class was software development. That was our big sink or swim. That
Okay.
was our big. If you're changing majors, it's now.
That's the time to do. Okay.
The professor, I won't slander him. I was not a fan.
Okay.
I like to tell a story. We were setting up something when class like first started for an assignment.
Okay.
My friend next to me was having an issue because we had like a set of instructions. He was having an issue with the instructions. He said, I followed these to the letter. It's not working.
Oh God.
The professor came over and he was like, yeah, I did what it said. And he like, I recreated it exactly and it's not working. And the professor looked at him and went, it should, and then walked away.
Oh no, that's not helpful.
So that was the kind of class this was.
Yeah,
It was
Jesus.
absolutely nothing going on in terms of like being helped. And it did the picture I wanted to paint.
It should, and he walks away.
This is going to be like a time capsule.
Okay.
I remember sitting in my room working on like our major final project.
Okay.
This is a room I'm sharing with Harrison. We were roommates all 4 years.
Yeah. Was that helpful, by the way, being like, because my roommate was a communications major and I was a biology major, so was it helpful to have someone who was in the same major as you as a roommate?
Yes, but in a different way because I was technically like one class ahead of him.
Oh, really? Okay.
Because he couldn't get into, the class was full.
Oh,
like when he registered.
Yeah.
So I was one class ahead of him, so I was able to help him
Oh.
more so the other way around because
Right
I
on.
had been through those classes.
Okay. Well, nice.
Not saying he didn't help me at all,
Yeah,
but
of
like,
course,
you
of
know,
course.
it was, I was like, yeah, you're going to have to do this and this. And I could prepare him for it. Like he could see what I was doing and know this is next
Yeah.
year for me.
I remember, yeah, and Harrison was one of those smart kids. Who, like, I remember I could see him look at something and like see him figure it out and be like, "It's this, and this is why."
He was the intelligent one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was sitting at my desk working on like our big final project, which was, it was a maze.
Okay.
We had effectively something at the center of a maze, and we had what you would call a mouse. And you would have to program different algorithms that would do different things to help the mouse get to the goal of the maze.
Okay.
So it would be like, should it take random directions? Like, would it get to either a left or a right? Would it pick a random number, and that would determine whether it goes left or right?
Okay.
Or would it always follow the left wall? Things like that. We had like 5 different algorithms we had to implement for this mouse to get to the center of the maze.
Would it be like? Can I ask
Yeah, go ahead.
Would it be like a real time? Like it gets to a corner and it's stuck, and you have to input a different series of codes.
Oh, no. This was ahead of time.
My goodness.
So like you would give it the logic. It's kind of like a Roomba. You would give it the logic to follow, and it would do it. There was no, I have to save it in real time. It was, I hope I did it right.
Otherwise, it's walking off a cliff.
Yes, and it would just be stuck in the maze.
Okay.
And you would be graded on how many of them worked.
Okay. How far along it got in the?
If it made it to the goal following the rules.
Oh, okay.
Like if it's only supposed to make left turns and it makes a right, you're not going to get a good grade on that because it's not doing what it's supposed to do.
Okay.
So I believe this was when the first Hunger Games movie came out, or Mockingjay.
What? Yeah.
Which that was the part 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah. That was the part 1 and 2, I think.
Okay, I believe it was when part 1 came out.
Okay.
I
Like
was
the finale movies.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I was sitting at my desk. I had a handle of clear Captain Morgan rum,
Right on.
a 2-liter of Pepsi,
Okay.
and my friends walked in and they were like,
School
"Yo, we're gonna go
supplies.
see the school supplies."
School supplies.
They're like, "We're gonna go see the new Hunger Games movie. You want to go?" And my depressed ass looked at them with the liquor and soda on my desk, and I was like, "I gotta finish this."
Oh no.
And they were like, "Is that for?" And I was like, "Yes."
Yeah, it's
It's
fuel.
I need this.
it helps me get through.
So that's how that class was. But even though all of that nonsense, I decided to power through.
Okay.
And that's when I kept getting in. That's when I would later get into the fun stuff.
Nice. Okay. So you got through that one class
Yes.
and decided to put your foot down and like.
After then, it wasn't smooth sailing, but that was, I would say, the biggest hurdle.
That was the biggest hurdle. It was software development was the name of the class.
Yes.
So you got over that. You got through it.
And then I would later do stuff like, God, what was it? There was a class where we used something called LaTeX.
LaTeX?
It's spelled latex.
Oh.
LATEX.
Okay.
But it's called LaTeX. And it's a specific language that you use to like write technical documentation in.
Okay.
Never used that again in my life.
But you did take that class.
I took the class.
All right.
I took another class on algorithms, another class on network programming, all of this stuff. I took a computer animation class, which was the most fun.
Did you really? Okay.
Yeah, that one was great.
So when I was a
There are
kid,
videos on YouTube you can find
That you've made?
that I've posted my projects.
Okay.
That we had to. Part of the assignment was creating a
Yeah.
YouTube channel
Cool.
to post our like finished videos on.
That's
So,
pretty sweet. You should.
I loved that class.
Did you really? It sounds awesome. You should send me some of those links. I'll watch them.
And you know, funny enough, one of those videos I had to make a Rube Goldberg machine in
Like
Maya.
The things that like
It's like this triggers this, that triggers
yeah,
that.
and then in the end
Yes.
it like fills a glass of water or something.
Yes.
Something like you. Yeah.
I had to animate one of those for this class, and I put it on YouTube, and I check in every now and again. It has over 1,000 views.
Okay, nice.
I think people who keep getting that, people who take that class later, find my
go back.
project, and they're like, "Oh, this is like as
Yeah.
inspiration." I think that's what's happening because
That's
it's
awesome.
the only one that has over like 10 views,
Out of
and it
all
has
the-
like 1,000.
That's so funny. Your
It's
projects will echo throughout eternity.
Well, the one at least.
The one project, yeah. It'll echo throughout all of William and Mary's history.
Again, none of this is what I do.
Yeah, not what you do. Not
Not
you're
what.
known for.
None of college is what I do.
Okay, none of it. Huh?
Technically, no.
Yeah. Okay.
The spirit of it, but actual day to day, no, absolutely not.
Really? Okay. I am so curious about that, and I'd love to get more into it.
Do we need to take a sponsor break?
I actually, yeah, I was gonna see. Yeah. Do you mind if we take a quick break? Hey, pardon the interruption. I wanted to take a second to thank our first sponsor, BetterHelp. let's be real. Work can be a lot. Whether it's that one coworker who emails you like it's a legal battle, a boss who thinks urgent means right now, or just the quiet dread of another Monday. Sometimes you need more than venting to your work friends. That's where BetterHelp comes in. It's therapy, but online. It's flexible and built around your schedule. You can chat with licensed therapists by text, phone, or video. There's no waiting rooms, no commute, no awkward small talk with strangers in scrubs. It's not too weird. Your mental health matters, and not just when you're in full meltdown mode. Even a little support can go a long way in helping you feel more grounded, more focused, and honestly just more you, more human, want to feel like a person again. So I've used BetterHelp. It's great. I like it personally. I can vouch for it. So if you've been thinking about therapy, check out betterhelp.com/workfriends. You'll get 10% off your first month just for trying it out, just for being part of the crew. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/workfriends with an S. Workfriends. Take care of your mind. Work will be there tomorrow. Hello, it's me, your friend, Tyler. Just wanted to say, this episode is sponsored by The Card Guys, Richmond's go-to shop for Pokemon and sports cards. Whether you're hunting Charizards, chasing rookie cards, or ripping packs for the thrill, The Card Guys have the singles, sealed boxes, and live breaks you want. You can find them at 4915 West Broad Street, Richmond, Virginia 23230. They are open Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and also Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and they're closed on Sundays. You can follow them on Instagram at _card_guys with an S. So that's THE_CARD_GUYSS_ to see new arrivals, live breaks, and events. That's The Card Guys, where Pokemon trainers and sports fans score big. Cool. Thank you. Back to the show.
Oh, yeah, we good. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, it's hang on. Testing. Hello. Hello. We should be. Okay. Hey, and we're back after a short break from our sponsors. I had to be. Anyway, we're sponsored by AG1, BetterHelp, Helix, Factor.
You were going to have to cut all of this.
Factor. Yeah, I think legally I don't think I'm allowed to do this. Except for BetterHelp. That was a real one. We are sponsored by BetterHelp. So.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. All the other one, it'll just be like, bleep, 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 bleep. BetterHelp, bleep, bleep. But, anyway, so before the break, we were in college, and we were at William & Mary. Software development class was very, very hard. That was killer.
Stressful.
Yeah, and that was kind of where it was like your make or break for, I guess, like where you were in your career at that point.
Yeah, after I made it through there, I was like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah, I got this. You're like, I made it over that hurdle. I got this.
This is what I'm good. It's rough, but this is what I'm good at.
Yes, this is what I'm doing.
We're seeing it through to the end.
So that was in your sophomore year. You said you took that class?
Yes.
Right? After that, did you take like any other, I know it was probably the most challenging class you took, but did you take any other classes that really, well, actually, you already said you took the
animation class?
Yes. Goldberg?
Well, that was just one of our projects.
Oh, okay.
We also had to it was basically, do you know what Blender is?
No.
Okay, well, we used, I don't know, I brought up Blender because I think it's the most popular. Okay. It's just a 3D modeling program. We used one called Maya. So we animated, and then one of our projects, we got mocap data.
Okay, cool.
And our job was to clean it up and then set a scene for that mocap data.
That's so sweet. So did you have like a dude in like a green suit with the balls on him, and then you got that data? You got that like recording, I guess.
Yeah, like the teacher just had it.
Okay.
Because he used to work in animation, so he just had like some. I guess how would you best describe it? Like, not boilerplate, but like, what would you call it? Like a stock footage. Yeah, like stock mocap data.
Okay. Yeah.
And I believe I cleaned it up and turned it into. Do you know the game Super Hot?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I had him kicking down. I set the scene of him kicking down a door and taking out people in the room, and then the words "super hot" came down from the ceiling.
That's incredible. That's so cool.
Yeah, stuff
did
like
the
that.
professor was he cool? Like, did he get that?
He was. Well, he didn't know what the game was. He was older. He was probably in his 60s.
Okay. He was cool.
But he was really supportive of anybody doing anything that wasn't just the default. He was like, yeah, you took it into something. He's like, I don't know what it is, but
And that's kind of one thing. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but that's kind of one thing I remember about you in high school was that you always kind of, and middle school too, thinking outside the box. That's kind of always your projects kind of always went over the top, and not in a bad way. I'm trying to compliment you here.
No, you're gassing me up. I'm taking.
I am. Yeah. Your projects always like did something just a little different to where they stood out, and you always got those like A's and A pluses and all that stuff. And you were always good at that. Is what
I feel like I'm someone who's well suited for something like improv, but I've never done it.
I can see
I
that,
feel like
yeah.
I'm weird and kind of fast.
I can see you doing. Yeah, I can see that.
It's not all good,
yeah.
but it's like it's quick.
Have you ever tried like stand-up comedy or anything? Like
Oh,
that?
I would be so bad.
Oh, but you never know.
I'm better in moments rather than I am just like coming up with
I'm
jokes.
kind of the same way. I'm better like conversationally than I am like getting up on stage and telling a joke. I feel like, but
I have a list of it's dumb stuff to say on my phone.
yeah.
I keep a note of random things I think of.
Smart.
And I put it in my phone.
Honestly, that's how I come up with most of this podcast questions.
It's a good exercise.
Yeah,
to
it
like
really
get your brain going. And then you read it the next day and you're like, whoa. What was that?
What was I talking about? But man, I should really stop tweeting. I got rid of Twitter a long time ago. Thank God. That was I was getting rowdy on there.
I have a Blue Sky. I think that's it. I don't have anything else.
It's like the new. I've only got Facebook and Instagram. Is that
Yeah,
the Blue Sky is
it's-
the new like Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Twitter, how it was like years when it first
When it
started.
was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically.
Before they ruined it. But anyway, all right. Well, talking about that class.
So
This
yeah.
is
So
the
while again, not what I
animation
do,
class. Right.
but it was fun.
Okay.
It was a lot of me jumping around. Like I said, computer science is very broad.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of me. I did Python. I did animation. I did that LaTeX stuff. I don't know why. I did. We had an operating systems class. I didn't take that though.
Okay.
And then like C++.
Okay.
These are all just various programming
Yeah.
languages outside of animation.
C++ ones I've heard. I've heard that one. Yeah.
So stuff like that of it's trying to figure out where you want to go.
Right.
I didn't end up in any of those.
None of that.
No.
You it seems like you tried out a bunch of different like areas within like IT.
Yeah,
and
it was
software.
very much a liberal arts approach to computer science.
Okay. Just trying out a bunch
You're
of
getting a smattering of different things,
Yeah.
and you kind of figure out for yourself what you like.
Cool. I kind of like that, honestly. Yeah. So you took all those different classes and tried all those different, I guess, areas of study.
I also
within IT.
majored in classical studies,
What? What do you like? What do you mean?
like Greco-Roman classical studies.
So you have like a history.
Minor, yes.
What? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I got that. I got it on accident.
You didn't mean to.
No.
How'd that work?
After
What? How do you accidentally get a minor?
I ran into one of my professors. I think it was junior year.
Okay. Big history guy, by the way. So.
Oh, okay.
I'm all about this. Yeah. This is a cannonball from 1780 something. I think. Here you go.
You just let me touch it.
Yeah. It's kind of heavy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It might not be from It might be from 16 something. Can't quite remember. But anyway.
This kill a guy?
Maybe.
That might have killed a guy.
It could have killed a guy. Who knows?
So yeah, I ran into a professor in like the history building. And he asked me, he was like, "Hey, are you majoring in classics?" And I was like, "No, I'm a computer science major."
Okay.
And he's like, "Are you minoring in classics?" And I went, "No, I'm just majoring in computer science."
Yeah.
And he went, "Well, if you take one more of these classes, you'd have enough credits for the minor."
What?
And
Who
I
was
went,
this guy?
"Oh, he was a professor. I was like in his class."
Oh, you were in his class. Okay.
Yeah. And like we were cool. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I was one of the kids who would like talk during class.
I gotcha,
So
okay.
he was like
Wow.
he was like this one. This
Okay.
is one of the ones I like.
Kind of latched onto you.
Yeah. So yeah, he was just like, "Hey, well, if you take one more,
Yeah.
you got a minor."
Was he like a mentor in like when I went to school? We had like they're kind of like guidance counselors, but they're really just like a
For
professor.
the majors and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. He was kind of like that to you, or
Not really. He was just a professor that I thought was
Just a guy.
cool.
Okay,
who
cool.
thought I was cool.
nice.
I think the he wasn't like the lead of the department or anything.
Okay.
He just asked,
He just was talking.
and I
to
was
you.
like, "Yeah, no, I'll take one more." And he was like, "Yeah, if you do like this pottery class, you'll have the minor."
he took a.
And I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm doing pottery next semester."
that's awesome. So you took a.
So I know what an amphora is and stuff like that.
What's an amphora?
It
sounds. Wait.
It's a gold vase.
Okay, an old.
Remember
vase, okay.
Hercules, the animated
Yeah,
movie?
yeah, the ones that they paint stuff on. They paint like their history
those
on
are
and
like
stuff.
amphoras and
Okay.
stuff. You put olive oil in those things.
Right on. Cool. I should get one of those. I should get one of those for like
Use that much olive oil?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think it looked cool in the corner over there, though.
It would look cool in the corner.
Yeah, going like that tall.
Because you have the like Spartan helmet, so it definitely would fit.
This came from I got that in Athens.
Really? Did a real person wear that?
I think so. Yes, a real person. Yeah, totally.
It was a baby's helmet.
It was a baby helmet. Yeah, baby Spartan. They trained them young.
I mean, that's pretty rad.
Yeah. This is just an old like railroad tie that I found in Richmond. So I don't know. That was cool. That would look cool on my mantle.
Hey, yeah.
But anyway,
so that's what computer science major, classical studies minor.
That
makes no sense.
Sort of accidentally got. It sounds like
yes.
You just took that one class, pottery class, and
that was enough credits. But I mean, that was at the point. That was like my second semester junior year. So I was wrapping stuff up anyway.
I see. Okay, yeah.
So it was more so just like I need credits to graduate.
Yeah.
And I might as well get the minor while I'm
Hell yeah, why not? And you just happened to bump into that professor who was like, yeah, take this and you got it.
Yeah.
So, cool.
Then after that, I think I took a class that was like focused on magic in the ancient world of like what they believed to be magic.
That sounds so sick.
And I was like, why is it that all of the classes at the end are the fun ones?
Yeah, for real. What's that? What's that about?
I was like, this is amazing.
Why didn't you take that? Why couldn't we
I'm
take that?
I'm sitting here learning
year?
about witches in like Greece and Rome, and I'm like, this is dope.
That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah,
it sounds.
fun.
I'm gonna go sign up for that class right now.
That's where I had my fun. Hey,
I mean,
you could just audit the class. Just go and sit.
I think I can just do that. That's so cool. So last time I talked to you too. By the way, we kind of like. So I remember a year ago. I meant to say this at the top of the show, but
we can edit it into the beginning.
Yeah, of course. About a year ago, I was at a sales convention. I was sitting by a pool in the sun or something like that at a sales convention in Orlando.
Must be nice.
It was nice. And for some reason, I was like, what's my buddy Pryce been up to? So I texted you, I think, about a year ago or so, like March or April, somewhere around there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was, sitting in the warm weather, and I was like, what's Pryce up to? Texted you. It had been 10 years or however long. And then about 2 weeks ago, so about a year had gone by, almost a year, I guess,
mm-hmm.
I was sitting on the beach, and I was like, what's my buddy Pryce up to?
We do that millennial thing where we're like, we should reconnect, and then we never do.
And then never did.
Except we actually did it this time.
Yes, we did. Yeah. And I was like, you know what, buddy? I got a podcast. You should come on. But anyway, I was like, I meant to say that at the beginning of the show. Every time I'm sitting on a beach or in warm weather, I'm like, what's Pryce up?
It's funny you were in Orlando, considering what we're going to get to in a bit.
What are we going to get to?
With career stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. You were in Orlando for a little bit? Or
No.
Okay. Cool.
Do you... I just lie.
I don't know.
Do you want it in chronological order? We could do chronological, or we could just jump to it.
We can go in chronological order. So that's later in the story, I assume.
All right. So post college.
Okay.
We can speed it up.
We can go ahead and yeah.
This is where it gets fun.
Okay.
Post college, I didn't have a job.
All right.
I got my two closest friends, who happened to be my former RA and Harrison.
Cool.
Got jobs at CarMax right out of school.
No shit. Okay.
CarMax was like, your GPA is not high enough. Because it was like a B or whatever.
CarMax?
Yeah.
What the?
They have high standards for their programmers, I guess.
What? Okay.
And they're like, it's not high enough. You can't work for us. So I was like, well.
I'm so stupid. I was like,
oh, you thought I would sell in cars?
Yeah.
No. This is for the programming
I was like, Harrison was a car salesman after school? Okay. I didn't know that, but he was working IT for CarMax. Got it.
So I had a part-time job in school. And this is kind of how I got into my actual career.
Okay. You had a part-time job while you're in college?
Yes.
Okay.
I applied for the SSRMC was the name of the school organization, which was the Social Science Research and Methods Center.
All right.
Which was basically for all the kids doing political sciences.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
Yeah.
They had an opening where they were like, hey, part-time job, you can apply for it. We need somebody to handle our tech stuff, to like record presentations kids were giving and things like that.
Like audiovisual type?
Yeah. It was their AV stuff.
Okay.
And I applied for it. So I went in for the interview, and they looked at me, and they were like, you're from the comp sci, you do computer science here. And I went, yes, I think I can handle your cameras. And they went, what if you did something else? Oh. And I went, I'm sorry? And they were like, yeah, what if you worked on the website that we have?
Okay.
And I went, sure, man, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, have you worked on websites before? And I went, no.
Oh, okay.
But I'm sure it's not that hard.
Uh-huh.
So they had like a custom WordPress.
How brutally honest you are. No.
I don't lie to people.
Yeah.
So they had like a WordPress website, which was like, WordPress is just a platform that essentially for like blogs and sets a template.
Okay.
So you do like light coding.
Okay.
You do some HTML. I'm sure you're familiar with HTML.
I've heard those
hypertext markup language.
I've heard those letters in that order before.
There you go. CSS, which is cascading style sheets. It's for making things look the way they do on websites.
Okay.
So like HTML is placing them.
Uh-huh.
CSS is styling them.
Okay.
So it's like button goes here,
I
HTML,
see.
button looks like this, CSS.
I see. Okay. I follow you.
So it was very light doing that, and I did that for a while. And then I went, I kind of mess with working on websites.
Yeah, you kind of liked it. Okay.
So that was the only thing I did in school that is what I do now.
Interesting.
Was that part-time job I got by accident.
That's incredible.
Because I wanted to do their AV,
Yeah.
and they said, we have this other thing that might fit you better.
And it sure enough did. That's what you're still kind of doing. Okay. Nice.
So then after school, when CarMax wouldn't hire me, glad they didn't, I was like, all right, what am I going to do now?
Yeah.
I like working on websites. It's a very immediate feedback. I can make a change and see it.
Okay.
Versus, like I said earlier, back-end development, you don't really see that. You don't see none of it. Yeah, you don't see any of that happening.
Right.
That's all behind the scenes.
Okay.
I didn't like that. I wanted to make a change and see the change reflected immediately.
You want to see visual. You're a visual rewards type of person.
I was like, I can style it. I can do all this stuff. This is great.
And you know that you just did that, and you can feel like accomplished at the end of the thing because you see it. You see all your work. Yeah. Okay.
So like after college, I messed around and I had like my own WordPress website for a while.
Okay.
And I was like, I can, getting used to it.
Yeah.
And then I actually got an offer to do a training course in something called Angular.
Okay. Which was a program that you mentioned earlier, right?
Yes.
I mentioned triangles when you said it.
Yeah. Angular is like a platform. So
Okay.
it's a bunch of stuff built into one.
Oh,
It uses TypeScript, HTML, CSS, all that fun stuff together. So it's a platform that all of this combines into to build websites.
Okay. Where it kind of works everything. It uses all those different things.
Yeah, in conjunction.
Cohesively. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
So TypeScript is the programming language. It's the brains. HTML is the visual skeleton.
I see what you're doing.
And
Okay.
then CSS is how it looks.
Nice. Okay.
So you combine those three things together with this
skin.
platform. Yes.
You.
And you build what are called single page applications.
Okay.
Which are just websites that have changes of state. You do most websites you're going to work with are either on some version of Angular or React. They're very similar. So I got an offer to do a training course for 2 weeks through Anthem, the healthcare company.
Okay. It was like a contract gig that you were doing?
Sort of.
Okay.
So the course was you take the training course for 2 weeks. At the end of it, there's like a test.
Okay.
It's like a presentation and a test. If you pass, they would select like 3 people from the entire course, which is like 15 of us.
Whoa, okay.
They would take 3 of you to hire you on to work for them.
Ooh, okay. So slim pickings, maybe.
Yeah. And I was one of those people.
That you got selected.
I got selected.
Nice. Right on. And was it merit based, or like was it based off of that test you took, or was it just like you take the test and then if you pass, it's like a random thing, or was it like take the test and then the 3 highest?
So the test kind of weeded people out to make sure you paid attention during those 2 weeks.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And then after that, it was like a job interview.
Oh, okay.
Where they were like,
All
okay,
right.
we're going to take X amount of you who you're able to show the skills, and we also like you.
I see. Okay.
So I think
That's
they ended
pretty
up taking 2, 3.
Oh, they took more than.
Yeah, they ended up
3.
liking us.
Nice. Okay.
It was 4 of us initially, and then they hired 2 more people. So
From
they ended
your
up
same class.
Yes.
From your same class. Okay.
yeah.
Cool.
So they ended up liking a bunch of the people.
Yeah,
like
awesome.
over half of us made it in.
That's what I was about to say. It's like more than half.
After 2.5 years,
Oh.
there was only one of us left.
And it was
Not me.
Not you. Okay.
I was the second to last one to go.
Okay, so you held out pretty long. All right.
I did 2.5 years. I was a contractor.
Okay. And this was for, you said Anthem.
Yes.
Was for doing like, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So not to, their insurance. They
Yeah.
do whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Sue me. I don't care.
It wasn't.
Don't, please. Don't actually.
They have a lot of money.
Yeah, please don't actually sue me. I was just
So it was a start into what I do. It wasn't the most fulfilling. There's a lot of red tape at a company that big. There's a
Yeah.
lot of
bureaucracy
processes. Meetings have to go this way. Meetings are this long. You have these meetings every day.
Nothing on my end. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Dude, I am with you. I've had that at several my last job, I actually left that because I call it the corporate ick. I got the corporate ick from my last job so bad. I was like, I came home from that the one I was talking about earlier when I was in Orlando. It wasn't my current job. Just want to clarify. My previous job, I think, actually. So maybe that was 2 years ago.
We love your current job. Your current job's great.
Current job rules. Genuinely, I like it a lot.
Love it.
I don't work very hard, so I like my current job. But this was my previous job. Yeah, I was in Orlando when I had texted you, and maybe that was 2 years ago. But anyway, got the corporate dick from that event, and I was like, I have to get out of here immediately.
Yeah.
So
And I worked mostly on the benefits and claims part of their website.
okay.
So I also got to see. Have you ever filed an insurance claim?
No, I haven't. But that sounds so miserable.
So I got to see a lot of those.
Yeah, pharmacy. I saw a lot of that.
They aren't nice. They make people pay a lot of money.
They shouldn't do that.
No.
I don't like them. I'll be honest.
And it just like that
I'll say
wasn't
it.
the main part of my job, but occasionally I would have to fix production issues.
Yeah.
So I'd have to go to that person's account to duplicate it.
Oh man, and so you had to see what was going on with them. And,
Yeah. And HIPAA stuff, not liable to speak on any of that.
of course,
But
yeah.
I saw some things that definitely didn't help with the sad.
Yeah, it probably made you like lose your faith a little bit.
I was
in
like,
humanity.
this sucks.
Dude,
So after 2.5 years of contracting, they kept telling me they would hire me full time. And I was like,
they drug you along for 2.5 years.
Bro,
They never actually.
I had a manager who was nice, and she was like, "We're gonna look at getting you look at you getting hired on salary."
Yeah.
She left the company. I got a new manager.
Yeah.
That manager was like, "I got to see what she promised you," and I went, "You suck,
Son of a bitch, you dog.
So then around the time, like early COVID happening, and everybody was like scared of like what to do.
Yeah.
They were like, "Hey, your contract's about to expire."
No, so this was also right when COVID had kind of
Around the early time, yeah.
Wow.
And I was like, but at the same time, I was like, if you don't renew this, I'm not going to be sad.
kind of free.
My soul is crushed.
Yeah. Okay. So it was time.
Yeah, I was like, if you're not going to pay me more money to deal with the sad, I can look somewhere else.
That is totally valid, and it seems like it was time to leave.
Yes.
So you got out of that. Hell, sounds like a little bit.
You said it,
I
not
won't
me.
say.
Legally, you said it, not me.
Illegally, I said it.
So then I think I was unemployed for maybe about 6 months.
Okay.
And then I got a job working for Universal Studios.
What?
That's why I said, speaking of Orlando.
Is that okay? Is that where you currently?
No.
Okay. All right. So you worked at Universal Orlando.
I was a
Worked
contractor for Universal Studios not just Orlando.
Okay. This is coming back to me now.
It was all of them. I worked on the website for
all of Universal.
Universal Florida, California, Japan, all of them.
That's crazy. The theme park specifically, or was it?
The theme park specifically.
Okay. Wow. That is
So like when you would go online to
Yeah.
like buy a vacation package, I was responsible for some of that stuff.
Oh, can I just say, website looks great. I like it.
I don't work there anymore, but I tried.
Genuinely, I think I did go to. I think last time I went to Universal was. It was post-COVID. I think it was like 2022, 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I bought tickets on their website, so I probably used the website that you created.
If it worked, well, I didn't create it, but I worked on it.
The website that you worked on,
Yeah.
and
If it worked, I take credit.
There
If
you
it
go.
didn't work, that was somebody else on my team.
it worked great. I will say I did not buy. I didn't buy the right ticket to the Harry Potter World. You gotta buy 2 separate tickets to Harry Potter World.
Yeah, we got to they upsell you
Who knew?
so many times through that process.
I didn't know, so I ended up through my own stupidity. I ended up having it out with this old lady at the ticket booth. With my friends were it was bad. It was. So anyway, it wasn't your fault though. It was
So that was definitely an upgrade from
yeah.
insurance.
Sounds way more fun.
It was way more fun.
Hell
The
yeah.
people I worked with, I was one of 2 people who wasn't based in Florida.
Okay.
So this was COVID. This was everybody's working from home
So
anyway.
this is all remote. So you were up here still.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was mostly talking to them on Teams. We would have our daily meetings, and then I'd usually be left to my own devices to program for the day.
Yeah.
It was one of those really like I have deliverables.
Okay.
So they don't really care when I work as long as I'm delivering what I am supposed to do.
The end product is.
Like I could go get groceries as long if I came back at 6:00 as long as I did it on time and it was good.
Yeah.
They did not care.
Hell yeah. That's earlier I was saying how much I like my job. That's kind of why
The freedom is great.
Exactly. Like it's sales. As long as my numbers look good, they don't.
Yeah.
They leave me alone. So
Anthem was all corporate in office.
Don't like that.
You're in here. You're under the gun.
not about that. So was that part of the reason why Anthem was like so not what you were looking for? Like why you left? Was that also part of it?
No, I didn't realize I hated going to an office until I could work from home.
Yeah, I think that's everyone.
Once I started, I was like, oh, this is way better.
Yeah, same.
Because my commute to Anthem, I had to take 95 every morning.
Oh, fuck that. No.
So sometimes I'd be in traffic for 40 minutes because it was drizzling and somebody crashed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Come on.
I hate it.
How hard is driving? How hard is driving? How is it so hard?
So
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not hard.
So then I could just walk into my living room and open up my work laptop that they shipped me from Florida.
I was like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, this is great. The people there were great. The team I worked with was great. My manager, I still send her a happy birthday text every year.
Nice.
She was great.
That's awesome.
But I was still a contractor.
Mm-hmm. At Universal, you're still
At Universal, I was still a contractor.
Okay, man.
And nobody wanted to hire me salaried.
That's some bullshit because you're a smart guy. How long were you contract with Universal?
I worked there for like another 2.5 years.
For another 2.5 years. Okay, so contract work for roughly 5-ish years.
Yeah, total.
Okay,
that's the way a lot of the tech world works.
Is that right?
A lot of contracting.
I actually, I feel like I've seen that. When just out of curiosity, I'll go and look at like job, listings and stuff like that, and I'll see a lot of contracts hiring for contractors and all that stuff.
Yeah, or they'll call it contract to hire. That's what I had for Anthem, and we see how that pans out.
They jerked you around for 2 years, and
yes.
Yeah, that sucks.
And a lot of it you'll see like because there is a lot of, for example, for not as much for Universal, but mostly for Anthem, we had an entire offshore team.
Oh, really?
So like an entire team based in India mostly. And they had certain contractors they worked with for like people who would have visas to come over.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so a lot of that is they just even if you're not, even if you're 20 minutes from their office, they still want to hire you as a contractor.
They still want to.
Yeah. So like most of our building was contractors.
That's crazy.
But at Universal, I was kind of unique.
Yeah.
Because they didn't hire anybody who didn't. I think it was like you had they really didn't hire people out of state.
They did not. But
you were either in Florida or California. You were somewhere near the park.
Near the park. Okay.
Yeah, to report to the office.
Japan or wherever.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So COVID was really the first time they were branching out.
Oh, that's
for
why
contractors there.
Okay.
Yeah. So Anthem was doing it long before then.
Okay.
But Universal, this was their first time. So that's how I made it in.
Yeah.
But around the time that was winding down and they were doing all the back to office stuff, everybody on my team was complaining about it.
I see.
And I was like, well, they can't force me to drive to office.
That's true.
I live in Virginia.
Yeah.
Until they were like, hey, if you want to keep working, this came down from like HR. The dinosaurs in HR were like,
I see. It wasn't like your direct managers. It was like
she fought for me.
Fuck. Yeah.
The HR that was like, no, we need everybody in office. He can't be special.
Okay.
And they were like, but people, they bought houses in different places because we thought we would work from home.
Yeah.
This was a huge shakeup in the tech world. Back to office was.
I had something similar at McKesson, which was my first like medical sales job. I was doing inside sales, and when I had met that girl and moved out to Kentucky, I was like, "It'll be no problem. I can work from home." And then they were like, I think it was maybe a month after I moved to Kentucky. They were like, "Hey, everyone, come back to the office in Richmond." And I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah, it was.
And they did not work
crazy.
with me. So
no, because Universal had like managers who were like. There was a guy who was like, I'm gonna go travel the country. I'm gonna work from my RV every morning.
And what's wrong with that? That's
and
cool.
travel the country because we can work from home now.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you got to come back. And he's like,
I don't have anything.
This
to
is
come back
altering
to.
my life.
You're right. I don't have a house anymore. I sold that.
Yeah. So I was for sure not the only one.
Okay. Yeah. And did they work with you at all or no? Not really.
No, my manager was like, what if he comes down to Florida once a quarter? Like he flies in once a quarter, stays for like a week, goes back home.
Seems reasonable.
I was like, I'd fly to Florida 4 times a year.
Hell
I don't want to move to Florida though.
No, I don't blame you.
But no, they weren't
I'll go
having
visit.
it. I was like, I'd visit, but especially to go to a theme park for a week.
Right? I mean, shit. Sounds hard.
There were perks. If you worked there, you got to like test roller coasters.
That's awesome.
Before they opened the Jurassic Park one, the Velocicoaster.
Velocicoaster, I think.
Yeah, like I was talking to people who were like, yeah, we're gonna go test ride. We're gonna test ride it after we sign off today.
Incredible.
Before it opens, and I was like, yeah, I'd fly down 4 times a year to do stuff like that.
No problem. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow.
But they weren't having it. They're like, he's got to be here every day.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't want to do that.
It's a long commute. I wouldn't want to do that either.
And it's programming. What I do,
you don't need to be in office.
I don't
you can do
need
it.
to be in an office.
Yeah, there's no need for you to be. That's a lot of job. I mean, my job, I don't need to be in office. I do honestly. My sales now, I do like face-to-face sales, but I mean, most of my big deals are done via email. It's like, hey, I'll send you this PO, and then I'll be like, okay, thank you. That's pretty much how it goes.
Like it. I think a lot of businesses really were like, we got to justify paying rent on these buildings.
I think that's mainly what it was.
Instead of like, let's save money on rent, they're like, no, we need to justify why we pay this rent.
Keep these buildings and get them back in there.
Yes.
Yeah. I think that was McKesson's, kind of McKesson's like reasoning too, was, I don't know.
Which is lame.
It was lame, yeah. But so Universal, you were working. What was your like?
It was still Angular too. It was the same platform, everything
that you were working on at Anthem.
Different websites.
So same platform, just different websites.
Yep.
What I guess what was like your day to day? I guess what I'm trying to ask is what did your day to day look like? Because in my mind, you set up the website. And then you have this button does that, and it goes here, and then it's done.
So
you leave it.
It's way less exciting. So in my day to day now is still pretty similar. Mm-hmm. So every morning starts with, except for Thursdays, we have Slack ups on Thursdays.
This is the current job,
but also for them.
Okay,
we just use Microsoft Teams for them instead of Slack. But every day would start with a stand up meeting. Okay, which is basically just, what did you do yesterday? What are you doing today? Do you need anything?
Is it one-on-one?
No, it's our whole team.
Oh, okay, it's on team.
It's literally a 15-minute meeting every morning.
Okay.
Now, currently, with NBC, it was like at 8. My current job, now it's at 9. So it's from 9 to 9:15.
Oh, okay.
Which is...
NBC Universal. Got it.
Well, I don't work for them anymore.
But the old job, that's what you meant when you said NBC, it was Universal?
Yeah, sorry.
No,
NBC owns Universal.
Okay, I understand. I was trying to...
Which I think is owned by Comcast.
It goes up, and they're all they're all owned by.
Technically I work for Comcast. I don't know, but they're all owned by. Sorry,
yeah.
So yeah, when I say NBC, I mean NBC Universal.
Gotcha.
But specifically for Universal Studios, the theme park.
Okay,
which is insane.
It's such a long title. That's the name. That's the title of this episode. Yeah, all those words that you just said, whole sentence.
Can you have a title that's just a voice clip?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm willing to try it.
Try it out. It probably won't work.
I'll try it. But okay.
So yeah, every morning's just a little report in meeting, and then usually I'm left to my own devices. But my own devices are what we call tickets.
Okay.
We have something called Jira, which is a board where it's like all of the things that people are working on. So usually for not so much my current job, for Universal Studios, things were mostly marketing driven. Okay. When marketing wanted something is typically when we would it would take priority when we start doing it.
They'll update stuff. They'll have like little events that you have to
like they were like for the Super Bowl. They're like, we're doing a Super Bowl package. We need the advertising for the Super Bowl package on the website. We need the package added to the store. All of this stuff.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. I was because again, I said in my mind, you set up the website and it's done, but that makes total sense. You'll have like corporate initiatives. Yeah. You'll have sales. You'll have like events that are happening in the park.
Yep. That makes sense. So usually my main day-to-days were usually maintenance. Okay. Of people are having issues with this thing. Mm-hmm. This team added in a new feature that broke this old thing. Please fix the old thing.
That's got to be infuriating.
Code is such a weird. It's like a butterfly effect sometimes.
It's so finicky.
Yeah. Where you like stepping on this one thing will alter history somewhere else.
That was my issue with computer science in high school. Was try to do "Hello World" or whatever, and it just you change one thing and the whole thing's fucked up. And it's.
I like to describe it as.
And then I fall asleep.
Well, some of you take a nap during the day.
Yeah.
You ever do a jigsaw puzzle?
Yeah.
I like to describe it like a jigsaw puzzle. When you finish it, you feel great. Mm-hmm. You're like, hell yeah, I just did that jigsaw puzzle. Yeah. Let me do another one. Oh, no. Let me do a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. Yeah. I just did an 800-piece.
Pump those numbers up.
And then you kind of have to ride that high until you're done, but it will wear off halfway through.
I see. Eventually you'll hit like a 1,200-piece puzzle, and you're like, oh, man, what have I done?
My job is solving puzzles and feeling good until I hit a part in the current puzzle where I feel bad again.
I see. Okay.
But it's usually maintenance, usually small stuff.
Yeah.
Usually fixing bugs.
Okay.
But occasionally we would do new feature development, like I said, for those initiatives. Mm-hmm. Whether it was Super Bowl, new roller coaster, whatever.
Cool.
Then we're really going in there and adding in. We got to do all this. Oh, we got to get translated versions for. This thing is happening in Japan, Mario World. We got to get translated stuff over there.
Oh boy, that's
so we're on calls at like 11 p.m. because that's when it's daytime over there.
Oh man!
And we have a translator we're going through, and
that's wild.
It was fun.
That sounds really cool.
It was very fun.
Did you ever physically get to? I know you were working like during COVID, but did they ever send you anywhere physically, or like did you ever get to go to Japan or?
No, I wanted to.
Damn, they never sent you anywhere cool. Oh,
no,
man.
But because they were like, when you show up, we get you discounts and stuff. But I was like, but it was during COVID, so I was like, I'm really not showing up.
Allred, CJ, and I actually had planned out a trip to go to Japan. I think it was like 2020. we planned it out, and then it's like I think the year we were planning on going, COVID happened, and
same actually.
Oh, really?
Same.
Yeah. So
I started learning Japanese too. I was so
also
excited,
did, yeah,
and then
I
it
did
was
too.
like you got to stay home.
Yep.
And I was like, oh no.
Exactly what happened to me. But okay, so that was Universal. Well, I don't want to keep you too long. We'll wrap this up, eventually. I'm sure you got stuff to do.
You'll have a lot to work with for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Editing is, no problem. I kind of like it too. I get to relive these conversations too, so it's kind of fun.
I'll be getting texts that were like, I meant to ask you about this.
Yes, you will. But so that was Universal. You worked there for contract work for like 2.5 years?
Yeah, so my first 5 years were contracting.
Okay.
And then kind of in the tech world on resumes, 5 years is like a magic number.
That's okay.
You'll see a lot of jobs that are like 5 years of experience.
I think that's the same thing for sales too, because as soon as I had 5 years, I got this job. No
Yeah, people, your opportunities open way up as soon as they see 5 years.
I feel like I've hardly tried for this job. Like I interviewed and I just me, and they're like, "You're the guy." And
I'm still like, there's so much I don't know, but they're like, you got the magic number.
I'm the dumbest guy in my yeah, 100%. I'm the dumbest guy. I don't know anything, but for some reason, I run the whole state of Virginia for my company. So
That's impressive.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a bit daunting, but anyway. So 5 years contract work, and
yeah, so I didn't want to move to Florida, so I lost my job.
That stinks. Sorry, man.
So I was like, well, no, it was fine.
Yeah, it worked out.
I was like, I gotta get me somewhere that's salaried.
Definitely.
So I was taking time, and I was like, I want a salaried job, please. So I eventually found one with a small company. So I had worked for 2 massive corporations.
Those are big ones, yeah. The biggest possible.
Fortune 500. Like, this is the biggest
like
you get.
Top 10
outside of like Google and Amazon.
Pretty much.
So then I found a small company, like I think when I joined up, like less than 50 employees, kind of small company, based in Richmond called Userve.
Okay. Userve.
And Userve is a paratransit company. Meaning
parrot transit company.
They help parrots find rides.
They transit parrots.
No.
That's good. That's good. Nice. Those birds, they get their wings clipped. They can't go anywhere. So
it's for people. It's for older people and people with disabilities to get rides to things like doctor's appointments and places they need to go.
Okay, nice.
So I really went from soul crushing insurance to really fun but expensive amusement park. To I'm doing something pretty morally good.
Helping people out.
I'm helping society with my job.
Definitely. So is that what you're currly doing?
That's what I'm currently. I've been there for 3 years.
Okay.
I think it'll be 4 in February of 26.
Nice. And this is the longest job you've had after college?
I'm salaried, and this is the longest I've been at one place.
Hell yeah. And you seem pretty happy. You seem to like it.
They started me on mobile development. I actually bought that at Anthem.
Oh, did you really? Okay.
Yes.
All right, nice. That was your after college graduation gift. I had a car too. I actually just sold it not that long ago. I bought a car.
Oh, you mean because it's a truck?
Well, the truck. I had the truck, but I just sold my Hyundai Genesis Coupe. I had a 2012. I love that little thing. I sold it literally.
No, why?
Oh, why? Well, it was starting to show age. It was a 2012, so it was starting to show age. The GPS was acting funky. The Bluetooth wouldn't connect. Quite the way I wanted it.
It had Bluetooth. The 2012 had Bluetooth.
Yeah, I know. It was one of the first ones that had. Yeah. But it just started to act funky. And then the air conditioning had gone out. I had that car for like 10 years, and it got a little tore up going from Kentucky, Virginia, back and forth, driving all over the country, doing sales. So I actually just like redid everything. I got like a new front bumper. I got a new
before
trunk.
You sold it?
Yeah, I souped it up. I fixed everything up, and then I sold it.
Wow.
I regret it a little bit. But, I mean, it was a beautiful car. I'll show you a picture of it after.
I would think you would have sold it so you didn't have to pay for all that.
See, the reason I sold it, I did all that, and then the air conditioning went out. And I was like...
Final straw.
I was kind of like, I put so much money into this. I don't want to put another $800 or whatever it was to fix the AC compressor. So I was like, I'm just going to sell it. And I kind of regret it. It was about a month ago, I think, at this point. But it's fine. Whatever. Anyway... Back to you. I'm fine.
He's doing okay. I see a couple tears, but he's doing okay.
I'm fine. So, you found a job that you really enjoy. Smaller company
doing Angular again.
Okay.
I've just been doing Angular.
Okay, so still on that same platform, and that's you mentioned that was it was like it was a bunch of things all together that
it was JavaScript it's TypeScript, which is it's a typed form of JavaScript, which basically means if something is a word, it's a string.
Okay.
And if something is a number, they're assigned types.
Okay.
Whereas JavaScript is like, you can just be like, it's loosely typed is what JavaScript is. TypeScript is strongly typed.
Okay.
Meaning it's really just if I want something to be something, I say what it's going to be.
And then that is that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That makes sense. I believe it or not, I actually understood that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
So yeah, I'm still doing that, which is the JavaScript, this the CSS, the HTML.
Cool.
But it's expanded. They got me on. They were a smaller company, so they were big on if you can wear different hats, we want you to, because we don't have like a department that does mobile apps.
Okay.
So it was, have you done mobile development? And I go, no. And they're like, would you like to learn?
You're gonna find
and
out.
I go, I guess.
Sure.
And I've been doing it for years now.
Cool. You said 3.5 years, 4 years.
It'll be 4 years, 26.
Nice.
So they started me on that about a year after I got on board. And now the company's like over 100 employees. I think.
Nice. So it's growing too. And remind me, what'd you say it does? Oh, it's the getting
transit.
rides for older.
Yeah. It's like Uber or Lyft, but for people
for going to the hospital.
Yeah, like if you need help getting to the car.
Probably a little crossover with what I do, selling physical therapy.
Yes.
You probably work with some of my customers, honestly.
Yes, most likely.
Bon Secours, HCA, and
yeah. So they have a lot of I work for them. We have a lot of like state contracts.
Oh, okay, cool.
So like we work with like GRTC and other things like
nice.
that. Like
Yeah.
we partner with all these people as
gotcha.
well as having like drivers kind of like an Uber or Lyft who work for us.
That's certainly I was at the VA in Salem today, and I saw not GRTC, but the Richmond VA, similar thing. Like I see those buses,
Yeah, so they most likely have partners with us in some way.
That's
or
crazy.
form.
Wow, nice. Man, look at that. This
Small
whole
world.
Time, man, I never knew this whole time.
So yeah, I get to feel good about what I do. I get to take programming, and because accessibility is a big deal here.
Yeah.
So something for like Universal Studios website, they make money hand over fist. So they only care. This may have changed since I've been there, so don't let me slander them.
Yeah, sure.
But they only care so much for accessibility.
Okay.
They figure most of the population can use their website.
Yeah, especially
If you're getting to the park, you're most likely you're abled in some way.
Yeah, you saw where I was going with that. Yeah, exactly.
But for this, we're specifically catering to an audience who is not as abled. Like if you're blind and you need a ride,
That'd be tough.
So for our app development and things like that, we really have to focus on accessibility and like prioritize certain things like that.
Wow. Okay. So do you have you mentioned like hearing decision? Like if someone's blind, I know that.
I am so thankful every day of my life that I don't have to use a screen reader.
I'm with you, dude.
I have had to develop work with screen readers. I think Android is TalkBack. At least my Samsung is TalkBack.
Okay.
iOS I think is VoiceOver.
Is that what it's called?
Something like that.
Okay.
It really puts things into perspective. Like coding for just like general use. You're like, it's a button. How hard can it be? But making that button be able to be read by screen assistive technology to help someone who can't see is a whole other level.
Realize, you have to make it so that program can read.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even wrap my head around.
You have to go through the entire process of booking a ride, like paying for it.
Yeah.
All of that needs to be accessible in a way for the less abled to use it.
Wow.
Without like just giving up.
Yeah, and you do it.
And I do it.
That's a pretty cool. That's honestly really sweet.
It's one of those like I said, it's morally fulfilling to have the job and be like, I'm doing something good. I'm helping out somebody who might not be able to do this else, in some other way.
And it's something that you also have always kind of had an interest in. It's something you've always been kind of good at.
So we took the networking aspect in high school. It laid the groundwork.
With the
that
IT
went
networking.
to web development, and all of the stuff taught me how to program. And then I just applied that to this specific Angular, the platform.
Yeah.
And I've turned it into what I do now.
You've done it. You've made a great career. You're making a difference, helping people out.
Yeah.
Helping people locally too, like helping people in Richmond where you.
Oh yeah, we have contracts in a bunch of states, but Virginia is where it started.
Yeah, that's so cool. And I'm sure you get to see like you mentioned earlier about with the web design at Universal, you get to see like the results, pretty instantly. You get to see the results in real life. Driving around and see a GRTC bus with elderly people going to rehab or whatever on it.
When I see people with the sticker, like the Uber or Lyft, we also have stickers for our drivers. When I see them with stickers on the back of their car, I'm like, heck yeah.
Yeah, that was probably me.
I'm using the app that
That's
you
so
use.
cool. That's awesome.
If there's anything wrong with it, please don't blame me.
Please don't blame me. So you've developed. Do you work on a mobile app like for people's phones, and then you also take care of the websites too?
Yeah. So I work on 3.
You work on 3.
We have
websites?
2 apps and 1 website.
Oh, okay, cool.
So our main website is not consumer facing. Okay. It's for people at the company who aren't. I'm in what you would call engineering.
I hear you.
We do all of the coding and stuff.
It's like we call it CRM, like for our sales notes. And
That's literally what this is.
Is that okay?
Yes. I didn't know if you would know that, so I didn't throw out CRM.
Oh, CRM. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. All right.
So I work on our CRM.
Okay, nice.
That's all internal.
Okay.
That is all.
Cool.
So people who work for us, people in support, they would all use that.
Okay.
So when they find things wrong or they want new features, that stuff comes in turn. This is what I was saying. Universal is more marketing focused. This is more feedback focused.
That makes total sense.
So like people internally would be like, hey, it would be really nice to have this feature.
Nice. Okay.
Like say, we already have this, but like say you want to monitor where a driver is.
I know what you're, okay.
Like, yeah, I would then build that into the website
I see
of
what
like,
you're saying.
okay, here we have tracking. So you can generally see, not real time, but like where the driver is.
For sure. Yeah, we have people like that at our website. We have a customer facing website, and then it's like our catalog everybody goes onto, and then we have like our CRM. And we have people on our side that like.
So I would be the guy who works on those.
Yes, that's crazy. Wow, that's cool. Small, it all comes full circle, and now I understand what you do for a living.
Yeah. So then
sort of, kind of.
The app, I work on the app our drivers use, and I work on the app our riders use.
Okay, nice. So you got two apps and then the website.
I touch every part of the process.
That's
pretty much.
really cool, man. That's awesome.
I don't know if they should let me touch every part of the process.
Hey, you're in charge, so.
So yeah, it is more. The focus generally comes from.
Oh, you're good.
Like I said, internal asks. So mostly it's maintenance, like bug fixing.
Sure.
When issues pop up, I fix them.
Okay.
But a lot of the new feature development, instead of coming from we need to sell this, it's more so, hey, we signed on these people, and these people have a request. These people in Ohio would prefer to have this feature. So I'm like, okay, I can do that. Or legally,
no problem.
Ohio requires, say, the driver to identify themselves to the rider with like a license.
Ohio, that makes sense.
I don't even know if that's true.
Fuck Ohio.
I know there is one state that we have the feature because one state required it. So we said, why don't we just add it for everybody to use if they want to?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, the driver will be like, here to proof of who I am. And the rider would go, dope.
Nice.
And then ride would commence.
Yeah.
So then features like that will come from, this state legally has this, so we need a legal requirement or.
Okay.
So my day to day is mostly pretty chill. It's mostly meetings and then me listening to music while I code.
Nice. That's awesome.
And I go into the office sometimes.
Nice.
But
it's local office, I guess.
Yeah, it's you know where Bottoms Up is?
Hell yeah.
It's right around there.
Nice. All right. Cool. Right next to Canal Club, I believe. Pretty close to that.
It's weird.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
That's weird. Yeah. I love Canal Club.
It's the Canal Crossing building.
Okay, cool. Nice. I'll edit this out. But yeah, that's awesome. Well,
I want people to show up and hurt me.
Yeah, no, I'll edit this part out. Don't worry.
I don't go to the office anymore.
Yeah. No, please don't show up and hurt Pryce. No, but well, cool, man. Well,
did I explain it enough? Did I layman's it? Will people know what I do?
Yeah, I feel like you layman's it enough. I feel like we got a pretty good handle on everything.
I write a bunch of
like,
if-else statements.
Yes. Okay. If else.
If this thing, do this thing, or if not, do this other thing.
Please.
A lot of that is mostly what I do.
If then. Okay. Nice. I mean, I feel like we did a pretty good job. I feel like if I have a good grasp on what I think you do for a living, then I think that the audience can do it. Because
I don't want to be the first coder and they'd be like,
no, what's that?
I don't want to be the first coder and it'd be like the coder didn't explain what coding is.
I think they got it. I think I think I understand at least somewhat. But yeah, man. Well, hey, I'll tell you what. It's been an hour 45-ish minutes.
Dang, has it? We really killed it.
We've been chatting for a while. I think I mean, I guess I always like to wrap it up with asking what's on the horizon for my guests. Do you have any big projects you're working on? Any cool hobbies you're like? I don't know. You working on like I don't know. I do D&D. I play D&D. I'm a nerd.
Oh, really?
I'll let you know. So, are you working on like a campaign or anything like that? Are you doing?
I was in one, but we stopped because our. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
We kind of stopped. It was hard to schedule people, and then
scheduling is always the bane of D&D.
Our DM's wife, who was also in the campaign, her and the DM, then they had a baby. So then our time became it was kind of hard.
Are you me? My DM and his wife had a baby a year ago. Yeah, we just picked up like, I don't know, a couple months ago. Yeah, that's crazy.
I was a bird.
Nice.
What was I?
Eric Cochran or whatever.
Not an Eric Cochran.
It's hard to say.
I was one of the birds who like repeat stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name of it.
And that was so fun to just post. Because I would be, awesome. I would try to hold myself to it. I'd be like, I was talking to the DM, so I was like, so I'm going to say anything that the party says that I can hear, is eligible for me to repeat.
That's awesome.
And he was like, yeah, I guess that's how that would work. So I would take notes, and when people would say stuff, like when they would say their names weird, I would write it down and then repeat it weird.
Just repeat the weird name, yeah.
Like I think we had our mage in our party named himself like Charles Nargle or something insane. So you best believe I got mileage out of that word.
Of course, Chargargle. That's so funny. I exclaimed at the beginning of our D&D talk because I remembered last time we texted, you mentioned you were going to Ren Fair up in Maryland.
Oh yeah, I'm going again this year.
Are you really? Okay, you
in a week.
Sort of explained to me what it is. It's like a what do you call it? A permanent like Renaissance fair or what?
Yeah, so it's like a normal fair. Like all the location never changes.
Okay.
And and all the stalls are like permanent.
Yeah, it's up in Maryland, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it goes on, I think, is it like August through the end of October?
Okay. Oh, so it's going on
up in Annapolis.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think we're going next weekend, and it's like the last weekend of the year.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's so cool. And do you like dress up in Renaissance? I've never been to a Renaissance fair, but I've always wanted to go to one.
I keep telling myself I should.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
bro, go for it. I
usually when we go, it's hot.
Oh, true.
So
yeah,
I'm like, I'll show up in shorts and a shirt.
That's what they wore back then, as far as I know. I mean,
I might go to like Spirit Halloween and try to buy like a crown, and I'll just like wear that.
There you go.
But
that'd be cool. I got a cape. You can,
I have friends who get really into it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like
Robert actually. I talked to him.
Really?
Yeah, I still text him every now and then. I'll say every now and then I'll be sitting on my couch and I'll be, what's Robert up to? I'll send.
So I'm Beach, he's couch.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll fire off a text, every now and then. I'll get remember Bradley every now. I'll see what he's up to.
You still talk to Shaw?
Every now and then I'll send him a text and be like, hey, what are you doing, buddy?
What is Shaw up to?
He's up in New York at the present. He got married a couple years ago. Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's in the Big Apple, I believe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But every now and then I'll send a text off to random people and be like, yeah, what are you doing?
I think the only other person I had seen, random tangent, I ran into Tyler Thrasher one evening at the park.
Did you really?
Is that what it's called in Richmond?
I know what you're talking about.
It's like the multi-level bar arcade.
Yeah, I've never been there. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think it is called
right off 95.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
ran into Tyler Thrasher there one evening.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I ran into him at the gym, like at AmFam, a couple of years, like
really?
3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, I was at AmFam working out, and I was like, "Yeah, are you Tyler? Is that Tyler? What's up?" But I actually, funny enough, messaged him on Instagram.
He'd be a fun one to talk to because he does news.
You knew exactly where I was going. So he's up in Philly now.
Really?
Yeah, he's in. I don't know if you keep up with him or not. I'll cut all this from the.
I have no social media outside of the Blue Sky.
Okay. But he's up in Philly now. He's like a news anchor up there, and I'm gonna be in Philly at the end of November. So I was like, yo, can I interview you, please?
He would be great to talk to.
Yes, and I didn't know him really at all in high school. I knew his name and was about it.
I knew him through Spencer mostly.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like because he did soccer with him. So yeah, that's how I knew I was adjacent to that.
Okay, that's right. Yeah. Spencer's good. Yeah, I remember.
That was wild to run into him though. Like I don't think I haven't run into anybody else.
No, that's it.
Like none of the people we really talk to on the daily.
Yeah, I mean I haven't seen
like Abraham, Jimmy.
You know what?
Harrison's the only one.
Harrison.
You now.
Hello.
Spencer. I did the millennial thing with Spencer. I was like, yo, we should reconnect. I think he's out in Short Pump still.
Is he? Okay. Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we should reconnect. And then we never did.
Okay. And you know who I did run into? Remember the Landis twins?
Holy shit, Dean and Dylan.
What
are they doing?
I don't have any idea now, but about 3 or 4 years ago, I ran into, I think Dylan. I was dating a girl. And she was best friends with his girlfriend.
No way.
And so we went on a double date. Me and Dylan Landis. And
holy shit.
Our respective partners at the time. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was nuts. It was pretty surreal. I was like, yo, this is weird.
How did that go? Out of 10, how do you remember that experience?
It was fine. I think it was like a Mexican restaurant we went to. Yeah, it was fine, I think.
That's wild.
He was cool. It was good to see him. He dapped me up a little bit.
Wow. I never would have imagined running into them.
Yeah. Me neither. It was pretty crazy. When she said, like, when I was dating that girl and she told me about her friend and she was like, yeah, she's dating a twin. And we started talking and she was like, yeah, I think his name is Dean or Dylan. I can't remember which. And I was like, wait. I was like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. There's no way.
This is rigged. This is simulation.
Yeah. I was like, there's no way. These guys. And then sure enough, it was him. And I was like, holy shit.
Easy.
Yeah. But, Will, Yeah, man. It's good seeing you. It's good talking to you.
Hey, man.
We should definitely catch up and not do the millennial thing and actually do this again.
Well, we did. We've seen
that's
each
true,
other
we did.
now, so we've officially broken the cycle.
Check that off the box. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that is once you like hang out with somebody and you can technically be like, yo, what you doing?
Once you like affirm that neither one of you are crazy.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, is this person still on the up and up?
I'm still relatively sane.
You were like, when I knew Pryce a decade ago, he was only mostly crazy.
That's right.
Let's see if he's still somewhat hinged.
Right around the same level of crazy. So
he's a homeowner. He has a car. He can only be so crazy.
Hell yeah. Yeah, right on. Yeah. I mean, those are honestly the two things to look for in my friends: homeowner, car, cool car.
Enough to invite me over to your house.
That's the third thing. Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I really thought, I was like, wow, he has a lot of faith in what he remembers of me.
You know, I hadn't considered the danger of
inviting someone you haven't talked to in a decade to your house.
I really hadn't considered that actually, but maybe now. It's fine.
I was honestly gonna be like, do you want to meet up somewhere in between first to make sure that like, because I at some point I was like, I know I'm not. Well, I'm
Yeah,
I was like, I know I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
but
I
was like
nuts, but not like that kind of nuts. You know what I mean?
But I was like, I don't know if is he gonna be it's just me showing up and he hasn't. I was like,
yeah, for sure.
I was like, for his sake, maybe I would suggest like coffee.
Could be an option. But, fuck it, go for it.
Let's just wing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm nuts for like I'm pretty open to hanging out and meeting anybody or whatever. But I'm not the psycho nuts where I'll like freak out and beat
you
up.
Won't kill me with a gun.
No, I'm not gonna kill you with a gun. I'm not gonna beat up a homeless guy. I'm not gonna eat a dog. Nothing like that. So
you did say your dog was suspiciously out of the house.
Look, groceries times are tough. I haven't been to the grocery store this week.
What's in the box?
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. Now you'll meet him. I'd like to have like a bonfire or something this fall.
Oh, you got a fire pit?
Yeah, I got a fire pit.
Yo.
So I'd like to do that, and I'll
you should do a s'mores charcuterie board.
I'll do a s'more charcuterie board for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know. I saw one today. I was like, that's rad.
It sounds pretty rad.
My coworker was like, she got gifted one, and I was like, that's actually pretty dope.
That sounds pretty delicious, actually.
Yeah.
But
it's cold and shit.
Yeah.
Stuff. Sorry.
No, all good. So, but yeah, we'll hang out again. We'll get a fire going, and I'll invite you over. We'll have a couple brewskis or something. Yeah. Definitely. All right, man. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. So, thank you for coming on the show again.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Anytime. We'll do it again. But yeah, it's been another episode of the Work Friends podcast. So, follow us on Spotify and YouTube. And give me 5 stars if you think I deserved it. Or 4 stars. Or, give Pryce 5 stars. Do that.
Don't give him 5 stars, not me.
No, we'll give one of us 5 stars, please. But anyway, yeah, follow us on YouTube, Spotify, all the social medias, Facebook. Instagram is the other one. And yeah, we're all Work Friends Pod. So thank you for listening. Bye. We'll see you next week.